So we had finished up in the mines, and we had, well, mostly Jorkel had suspicions. I legitimately, like, in character, I kind of got, well, out of character, I kind of got it, but the man had been taken over, and that had caused a bit of a discussion. There was not much else in the mine.
You're cutting out, Madeline, I believe.
Yeah, I had to fix that. I'm so sorry. I noticed it on my bar.
Okay.
So yeah, we had looked. We found the man. He had been taken over by, I forget the name of the creature, but
Intellectiflower.
Okay. It was this little brain with hands, not hands, but like claws. I know there are a couple of clues that led to it. I know some people, I saw like in the chat that maybe some people felt that like there wasn't enough like in-game knowledge, but I feel like the tunnel was enough, and Jorkel is always like usually just suspicious of a lot of things, which is, you know, character trait, which is, that's fair, you know, that's what Jorkel would have done normally, and it was Ryan. We took care of that. There's a bit of just some general arguing, which is, you know, not a bad thing. Not every party agrees all the time. But we took care of that. Madeline had another vision from the child. They went to the woods, fought a couple displacer beasts. That honestly wasn't too bad. Most of them ran off, though there might be some more. And then we went to the shrine, found Zephly, who still is in the form of a child, but we're all pretty sure he's not a child at this point. And we were going to get some exposition, and then suddenly the Dark Warden, one of his minions, attacked, which is, I think that's a really cool creature, because it was basically just Predator. Orthon, I believe. We had taken it out. It was a pretty tough fight, because we were already worn down, and we eventually talked. Everyone saw Madrigal, and we told the prophecy for the other to survive. The elder must die. And Madeline is very distraught.
And here we are. After Zephly said those words, Madeline takes steps backwards, distraught by the news, as Zephly looks towards Madeline, yet does not speak. You can see sadness in the eyes of that child as its magic slowly fades, each blessing spell that casted upon you to aid on your combat against the forces of the hell.
But she doesn't stray too far off, knowing that there's still beasts about, but she does just kind of go off to the corner.
Vanalus will look at Zephly and look like he was going to say something, but then turns to Valen and Hearth. You guys are a bit better at asking questions. I'm gonna go see if Madeline's all right. And I walk off, assumingly without the spirit guardians.
Yeah. Go ahead, Nautilus. We're gonna do your
okay.
first, and then.
Oh, okay. Nautilus would walk up. Are you? I know you're not okay, but do you want to talk about it at all?
Let's talk about.
Not unfortunately a lot, I guess. But there's got to be something we can do. I mean, I know that the look, I'm gonna say a dumb sailor analogy. You're gonna listen to it, and I just hope it makes some sense. And he'll sort of just look off. Think of the world as an ocean. It's as vast as it is deep. A place that can be calm and easy to sail, or rough and with howling storms overhead. You are a ship, built sturdy and strong, made to sail the sea no matter what its conditions. You face the waves and storms head on. Sometimes you take a thrashing, but you push towards your destination. Madrigal is your destination. To find her and bring her home. She seems always ahead of you. So you sail the calmest waters to the raging waves, all to make sure she's safe. Now, you face a current that is unrelenting. One that threatens to never let you reach your goal. Pushing you back 10 feet for every 5 you gain. It feels insurmountable. That current is the prophecy that the child just said. But with everyone, Talius, Jorkol, Valen, Hearth, me, we will be the wind to your back. We will fill your sails and push you forwards through this current, because no matter how strong the current is, no matter how terrible it may seem, we will keep pushing you forwards. With strong enough winds, we will never, or even with the strongest winds, even the most stubborn current can be beaten. I've seen us beat a prophecy once, one that I saw myself. It was a city in flames. We put a stop to it. We can beat this one as well. We will carve our own way through this treacherous ocean. Together. It sounded better in my head, I think. But
no, it sounded good. It's simply, well, I suppose there's always just the worry of what happens if and when we don't find her. Because now that she's off to go get herself, well, you know, I'm worried that the last time I ever saw her would be her leaving home. The last thing I ever said to her being why. Not concerned about her, but concerned for myself. And I'm worried. I may never even hear her voice again.
you know, for the longest time, I never thought I would get to hear my mother's voice again, or see her. I thought she died, along with the rest of my clan, to the Sahagin. I saw her again. It's possible. Anything is
possible.
I know it doesn't seem like it right now, but if there's any of us that can do it, it's us.
Suppose we'll have to at least try. That's all we can do, right?
Yes, I mean, that's what we will do. I can't have you quitting. I need to have someone to follow, I guess.
Let's go back. I shouldn't have stormed off. There's probably more to be said.
Probably.
In the meanwhile, as you slowly start returning to the group, before all that happens, Zephyr turns its attention towards Hearth and Valen. Looks at Jorkul and Darius as well, and with addressing everyone, says, "Your friend is in distraught from what I've caused, but there is a way she can get to your sister. You are almost out of time, but you are still able to make do and save her from yourself."
Klaar.
What is it?
The child looks back to the eastern side, looking over at the mountains of the Blackcaps. At the very top of those mountains lie a tribe of creatures that is connected with the destination that Madrigal is.
Lekker koor.
They can assist you. They can help you. Turns and looks towards Valen at first, then says, "Look for the eagles. I see that they have been kind to you once. Those birds can be of assistance."
Sort of now.
Zephyr's eyes then go ahead, Huff.
I suppose. Wherever Madrigal seems to be at least connected to the elemental plane of air. If anyone would be able to help us get there, it would be those eagles.
Madrigal is headed for an Oran Manor, a palace into the wind, into the clouds. She has a long journey to carve before she gets there, but her intentions are good, just with a wrong approach.
No. What is? And I assume Madeline is supposed to be back by now. What's even there that she's looking for?
She is trying to escape her fate, change the story, the reason of my very existence. But she cannot do that. Not alone. Not without the help of who she is bound with. You can change many things, but fate still has power above some control. My fate until this point was clear, set in stone, awaiting, and trying to make things right for the distraught I caused with my words. With my actions, I am trying to set that course back to its rightful track. This is also new to me. And you can see as the child lifts up its hand and you can see sparkling dust, magical dust, ethereal, like springs around its hands. As it does so, it looks towards Valen and notices the eye in the hands. Its eyes turn towards Nautilus that seems to be trying to not cough right now as he seems distraught. The eyes of the child then follow towards Madeline on her hand. You've not only help me here, but you seem eager to help me correct my mistakes. I know that I'm no longer bound to this place and I can leave now. But before I do so, to embrace and seek my own kind, I have the power to just affect one of you. I see this sickening magic on you. And with my powers, allow me to bestow that gift towards you. To who has been blamed by all this?
You're saying you can fix these? And she would gesture to her arm.
I can. Sadly, my powers only allow me to do only so little. Every now and then. But before I leave, I would like to offer that as a token of gratitude, as an appreciative gesture, and as a thank you for helping me write my course and fulfill what I've been born to do.
Forgive me for this, Valen. And Madeline's going to move and push Nautilus in front of this child. If you could fix him.
Definitely, I agree. And I grab his shoulder too.
The child puts its hands onto your chest, Nautilus, and you. The moment that the child's magic goes and courses through you, you feel a refreshing, rejuvenating air going through your lungs, through your body, everything. It seems like all your life you have been muffled, barely grasping for breath, and now you're able to experience this fresh air into those wines as your eyes open wide with a touch, and instantly you feel divine. The child takes a step back.
Nautilus would probably take a deep breath, but look back to Madeline and you couldn't just take one for yourself, could you?
No.
We better find a way to fix this soon. I'll be really pissed if you get worse when I got better.
I'm sure you'll be able to fix it.
Oh, my mom.
We'll need you to be able to fix it.
Ek mag môre die ys kom maak of ek mag nie. Ons moet kyk of ons die braaier en die
Thank you.
so ek laai môre af. Ek lekker op shopping doen. Asseblief.
The child smiles towards Madeline. I must go now. My people need me. My kind needs me. But remember, though it is not how I anticipated at first. Sometimes things change. You, in the very end, might need to be the big sister after all. Remember my words and trust your instincts. Skara pats you, the child raises its hand and pats you onto your waist. Because it cannot reach much higher than that.
She's just gonna like crack down and like bear hug this kid.
And you can see slowly the child's leathered clothes slowly disperse into a magical, colorful explosion of light. And through all that, the whole child starts glowing with divine energy as it slowly sprouts wings and takes the form of a snake with wings, of a quackle.
Lovely about
Zephyr floats and flies and hovers a little bit above
Jij!
you and says
Hmm.
towards you into your heads now using its telepathy. Be well now and fulfill the prophecy. Starts flying away to the horizon.
It's funny. That's the one thing I could summon. That would fix her problem.
Oh,
Fix
hey,
one.
maybe we'll see him again.
Hopefully. Who knows? Maybe this scroll will summon him the next time.
Well, as much as I am in a hurry to get to those mountains, I think we're all very beat. I think that's fair to say, yes?
I mean, I could keep going.
Tallies,
As we get there.
you look barely more healthy than me.
Barely is enough for me. I feel great.
Well, what time of day is it?
It should be late afternoon.
Possibly enough time for us to get back to town then.
You stayed pretty much the whole half the day into the mines. You went back and now in here into the ruins. So you do have one. You probably need to spend your night back at Woodgate.
Yeah.
We might as
Well-
well enjoy one more night in a house while we can. Might be a while.
That sounds like a good idea.
We did leave
They're
some of
not-
those animals alive last time, and we are probably traveling in the same way we came from. I'm just saying it could be a little bit of a risk.
I thought you said you were fine, Tallius.
I am fine. It's for you. I'll take them all. It's just in case you guys get injured.
Does anybody know how these creatures taste?
Charcoal, they're likely to poison you.
Poison. They look like dope. But yes,
Oh,
they have stink of that place we were.
That's right. They're more close to devils, Jorkle.
I guess their meat might be pre-smoked then.
Also pre-cursed.
Very well. Turkle does not need to taste it. It seems like we need to.
Jorkle, by the way, your mic sounds a little bit muffled as well. It might be me. Again,
No,
just.
it was a little bit muffled.
Mhm.
Does it sound better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
It is the delay.
But yeah, so Jorkle, did you pick up some, aside from trophies, did you pick anything else from those hellhounds that I should be aware of?
Is there anything else on the hellhounds that would be interesting, or except I probably just bashed out the teeth to take them?
I mean, not really, to be fair. Even their flesh does not seem to be, let's say, enough, as it is mostly withered. Some of it is just straight up removed.
4 hit points it is.
Well, shall we go back? I shall take us back quick, if need be.
Yes, let's go back. You know something? Let's enjoy ourselves a little bit. We've been through a lot. And it sounds like in the mountain we'll be through a lot more.
I have just one question, which this one that went boom said jailer. I believe it is that creature we saw on the plane. Why? How do they find us? I mean, I do believe we are. How? Maybe the winged one knows.
Well, to be fair, I don't think we've really took any effort to cover our tracks at all. So if someone were to hunt us, if they were skilled enough, I'm sure they could find us.
But I mean, we went through portal. No creature would know how we were one place then another. How would they know exactly to find us here?
We are also a small collection of some of the world's most unusual and odd races to be traveling together, so aside from Valen blends in pretty good. The rest of us are kind of, we tend to have a presence when we arrive in towns.
I'm not even from this plane. I'd stand out no matter where I go.
I'm fairly certain if we were underwater, I'd be the one standing out. Oh, or maybe Hearth, yeah.
If we were underwater, I wouldn't be anywhere near you. I'd be desperately crawling my way back to the surface, back to dry land.
Can you swim?
I mean, he did.
I hated every second of it.
Well, I didn't mean that we were going to water. I just meant that if we were in a Sea Elf community or a Triton community or something like that, you know, it would be harder to blend in for me.
Well, it's hard for you to blend in being around us.
Also, you know, the Tritons, well, mostly Triton have, you know, and I'll just sort of hold up my arms with the fins, and then it would probably, you would probably be asked a lot of questions, more than you're used to asking.
I do not know why we talk suddenly about water when we talk about how they find us. But if this is no reason to worry and you believe they were simply found us by luck, then I say we go back and rest and find this one sister. And the flying one seems very quiet, but it's okay.
I think some of them, since they're from other planes, some of them must have an ability to just know where we are. Maybe they can't get to us instantly, and I think we've bought ourselves plenty of time. But it's very possible that they'll just know, and it's just waiting on them to show up.
We are also, unfortunately, well, some of us less so now, but you and Valen both still carry curses from one of their corrupted sites. That might be the way they could be tracking us.
Well, at least they've got one less to track them.
No, what happened in that place was not of devil kind. That was somewhere else entirely.
Well, we should probably get out of here before the displacer beasts get bold.
They're still probably licking their wounds somewhat, so this would be the perfect time to just go back.
Today, can you eat one of those?
Hmm.
Do we get an idea that, I mean, I would guess I wouldn't know, but as a player, I would figure that some displacer beasts also would kill for trophy or kill for sport, but
They aren't generally hunters, yeah, but all those that you've fought were grievously wounded, so unless you take like a couple of short rests from now, they're probably licking their wounds.
Yeah. That's just Sea Elf. That's what Displacer is. That's Sea Elf.
Let us go, Riston. I need some beer. Just not let us know when he will be paying Joko another beer barrel.
Well, a good start would be when we actually get money from something at some point.
That is not
Not this-
Joko's problem. This is not Lass's problem. But I'm sure, I don't know, you can always work it off.
Don't worry, Joko. I'll find a way to get you your ale.
I don't think you could be against letting people just use the party loot to have a little fun tonight. We hardly ever use it anyways.
Does that would that satisfy you, Jorko?
That I owe Madeline for. I believe that is payment for something else. The horn one, yes. Anyway, let us return. Yes.
You start moving back towards Woodgate, and the journey is not interrupted by pretty much anything. You're on your way, you will not find any tracks of those displacer beasts, though you will, given that you are quite perceptive, do find some small scorching marks on the surrounding flowers and plants. Probably the hellhounds have been tracking you for quite some time. Aside of that, you continue your way towards Woodgate, and you're about to reach your destination, but in almost a mile away from there, a little bit less than a mile, you see a pack of dwarves armed with shields, axes, and weapons of the choice, standing there speaking to one another. As you approach, they all turn towards you. You there! You! And start speaking in common, addressing the group, but looking more towards Hearth. As they pretty much stop your way, pretty much Woodgate is that way. Okay, that makes sense, towards the south from where you live. Hey, you there! You are the man on fire, right? Everybody in the city has been talking about you lately.
Well, I do appear to be on fire. I can tell you it is not an illusion.
So it is true then. You've come here, and you can see all of them slowly picking up their weapons, getting ready for battle. You and your friends destroyed my family and those of the others here in Stoneport. Now we extract revenge and start charging at you straightly. I would like some initiatives. Even if you are trying to talk to them, they seem convinced that you are a danger to them.
Just out of curiosity, there would not have been any sort of short rest or long rest after the last battle to now, right?
Not really, no.
Fucking dead.
That's why he told us to not take a long short rest.
I just want to make sure.
I see Hearth, I see Madeline, I see Nautilus, I see Jorg Ultalius. I do not see Valen, I believe. Here he is. Here is my boy. And Jorg, you're the
It
first
took a
one.
really long time.
Apparently so. Jorg, your turn. As you see all of them picking up their weapons and shield and start marching towards Hearth and the others as well, but mainly Hearth is the target.
Jurgle takes out his weapon, plants his feet to the side, and waves it, and then he screams. He goes, he says, We kill creatures in might, your people's frozen basilisk. And he smashes his axe on the ground, kind of like taunting them, pointing towards them as he screams that. And I think that's going to be my turn.
Okay, I would give you an intimidation check if it was other circumstances, but they seem more looking towards Harf right now, so I'm not gonna ask for your roll for that. Valen, your turn. Valen?
I'd be muted.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. So, I'm just going to step forward and say, there's some kind of mistake here. You guys need to stop being aggressive and let's talk. That's it.
Same thing will go as all of them seem to be guarding the focus and the field with enmity towards Harp right now. As you can see, all of their eyes are filled with hatred. Daniels, your turn.
I'm gonna say, if you're getting to him, you're going through us, and I'm gonna cast Mirror Image again. And yeah, it's my turn. I guess bonus action, I'll pull out my weapon, summon it.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
As you currently have 3 duplicates of yourself, the first soldier will rush towards here and make an attempt towards you. Talius trying to knock you with its first attack. So this is the attack. Even if I roll out an illusion, I believe I do not hit it with an 11. So not even gonna roll right now because your dexterity is +3. The AC of your illusion is 13. As the soldier tries to strike at one of the multiple Talius and fails, he will then try to shove you away. So make me an, that's a +2, so it's a 4. Don't need to make me an athletics or acrobatics because you're probably better than that. And the soldier tries to shove you to the side, but with no luck to that, as the veteran will move its movement towards here. Nautilus, you can make an opportunity attack.
I mean,
And Madeline as well.
I guess if I'm gonna have to try and protect, yeah, I guess so.
Try to not fully bonk.
I'm gonna, yeah, non-lethal bonk.
No.
Bonk.
They obviously that is going to hit the 12. Nautilus does not hit as Madeline turns as he sees the veteran tries to stop him, striking him into the arm, trying to handcuff. But you can see the veteran just charging through, absorbing the hit, filled with hatred as he goes closer to Hearth, and he will attempt first to get a grip on you, Hearth. So athletics versus acrobatics, whatever you want, or athletics or acrobatics, entirely up to you. Okay, so he grabs you by the hand and picks up his, and with his longsword he will make an attack against you. I assume 18 hits.
Yeah.
For 4 points of slashing damage as he picks up his blade. You are gonna pay for what you did! And Hearth, your turn.
Okay, I'm just looking through these guys and getting frowned. I'm guessing you are of the Iron Grip clan. I was kind of hoping to talk to you peacefully, because if you have found a phoenix, as I've heard, you could potentially find a way to get me home. But if I'm just going straight to the fight, I only should warn you. It is not a good idea to get up close with me.
I mean, within 6 seconds, something along those lines, I assume, not the whole sentence, but yeah, go ahead. Do you take an action as well, or? Flames erupt from Hearth, as go ahead.
Alright. I'm just going to at least try to stab him.
9 will not work. Does he suffer damage right now because he's grabbing you or at his turn? Oh, so on its turn, because it is touching. Okay, so on its turn. As you try to stab him with the dagger, the soldier uses its gauntlets and protects itself as the veteran of this, as the other soldier will move towards here and attempt to knock Talius out of the way. So, Talius, make me an athletics or acrobatics. Oh, now that's a better chance.
Oh, dang.
Sending you back towards there, and with its remaining movement, it will attempt to strike Nautilus non-lethally. No, you know what? Lethally, because they assume you're associate, but it will not hit, as the next soldier will take his movement over here and dash towards her. As next up, the priest in the back will say, "Spirits of the dwarves, come and take revenge!" and slams his hammer onto the ground as he casts spirit guardians around him. Let's put, I don't know, an orange. Ooh, nope, sorry, not square. What's going on? It does not allow me to change it from square for some reason. I'm not sure what is going on. The fuck is that? Sorry about this, but it is not working for some reason. What? Okay, this seemed to at least work. Let's try it again. Nope. Like, you should be able to see that this is a circle, not a square. But for some reason, it keeps becoming a square.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, see nothing.
I ain't saying any kind of shapes.
Okay, give me just a second. I'm gonna try that again.
Okay, I can see it. It's a square. It's below us.
All these
Shouldn't be
squares make a
square,
circle.
though. Should be a circle.
All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Okay, so within 15 feet of it, try to keep track of that if you can, as he will move towards here, and that will be 8 points of radiant damage to whoever starts its turn next to him. I'll figure out a way to do that, Valen, not to worry. As Madeline, you're up first. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Move?
Right. I haven't seen the priest, the cleric there even move.
I was about to say, yeah, he's still like in his spot, but okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Give me a second. Does this work?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just
Yes.
two of them now.
Yeah, I can remove the other one. But you can see the one that moved, right? The one that is next to you right now.
Yep.
Ignore the bless on that.
I'm gonna figure it out what is going on later on. But yeah, for now, Madeline, your turn. You make a wisdom save and you succeed. So 4 becomes 2 because you do have your aura. And go ahead, play out your turn.
Alright. I was gonna try to get out of here, but we're all too wounded to deal with this, so she's gonna move forward. You've got the wrong guy, but I'm afraid I can't let you kill my friends. And we're gonna bonk this guy a couple times, try to get him to shake off the spirit guardians.
Mm-hmm. Make the attack. 15 hits. Okay. Gives the spirit guardians.
Fun.
That hits. Ooh, low rolling. Today, Madeline, not you
Oh,
guys.
shit.
rolls.
Is this
A roll.
As you try twice to strike him. Ooh! A glare from
Well-
behind.
Put a big, we're gonna put a smite on top of that.
Hell yeah.
Let's do
Just
that.
to- So you roll that again.
So that is 17, 21, 25 in total. I assume it's not lethal or is it
Yep,
lethal?
not non-lethal.
Yeah, okay. Not that. As Madeline makes a quick succession of hits that draw the attention of the priest, you're gonna have to try harder than boom, onto his face as you stop him from attacking and knock him to the ground. swing around your glaive, and anything else, Madeline?
No, that's it. Good.
And obviously, he's unconscious, as you can see. As Ternok will attempt to fly next to this one. Oh wait, Ternok has already used the scare once. And will pretty much aid against this one. As just scratches the head. Oh, look at that! He's bald! Ha ha! And you can see the dwarf turns around. Who said that? Nautilus, your turn.
Nautilus is going to he much like the picture that I have of him, lightning is going to come out of his eyes, and he's going to I'm going to use my last charge of Giant's Might for the day. So
yeah, I'll increase
I don't know
your
if-
size. Here it is.
Big.
and I am going to just like I don't know. I guess I'll put to make it some more cinematic. I guess from the last what we had like a minute ago, I'll sort of like put my hammer on my chest, and I'll I'll say something in the giant tongue, and I will cast Fog Cloud, and I will like blow fog out of my mouth and over here.
I assume that is not with the
No.
affliction because it's no more. But yeah.
Yes, it's improvement over the last.
As fog shrouds everyone and everything around the.
No, it's actually.
And I assume that's your turn, Nautilus?
Yep. Now it's tiny seahorses.
Jerkul, your turn.
Jerkul sighs as everybody suddenly goes into melee, and he pulls out he puts back his axe, pulls out the mace and the hatchet, and he moves over here and he wails, and he starts non-lethally wailing on this dwarf.
Okay.
Oh.
That hits.
Oh well, he does everything recklessly, so.
Yikes. In those attacks. Both hit, obviously. And down goes the. Oh wait. Give me a second. Jorkul, given that you are in fog cloud, you have even if you attack recklessly, you do not have advantage. 20-26 still hit, but it is not a critical strike because you have advantage and disadvantage. Everything cancels out. Pretty much fog cloud cancels everything out. As Jorkul will strike twice, and
then he still has. And then he has a bonus attack.
Mm-hmm. 15 will not hit, however, as you slam twice onto the back of the sun. Stop! Now! The dwarf turns towards you and protects itself with his shield. Ah! Where are you coming from? Ding! You can hear the metallic clink as your axe meets the seal of the dwarf. And Valen, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to it's a cantrip. I'm gonna do Green Mist Blade, take an attack on the dwarf directly in front of me with my spear. Is that disadvantage?
No.
Yep.
Okay.
Advantage, disadvantage, normal, because he cannot see you either.
Okay, 17.
Fair enough.
So you try to strike at the dwarf, but at the last moment he hears the spear piercing towards him and picks up his shield and protects himself. Ding! At the very last moment.
Well, that is it then for me.
And Talius.
I'm gonna. I can't non-lethally hit with a booming blade, can I? It's only like regular attacks.
You can. If it is a melee attack, you need only melee attack to be non-lethal. The only thing that matters is it has to be something like that.
Yeah, it can be. Okay, I'm just going to two regular attacks. I mean, excuse me, on the guy next to me, on my left. So look blade, swing, we miss.
Sadly, both of them miss as you try to strike into the full cloud, but as it is hindering their vision, it is also hindering yours. As you try to strike twice, and you only hit metallic the chains on of the armor of the dwarf, the chainmail. Anything else, Thalios?
That's all I got. That's my turn.
The soldier turns around. Oh, by the dwarf father's beard, we will have revenge! And tries to swing once at Thalios and once at Jorkul. So first for Jorkul. This is for Jorkul.
Is it a disadvantage or not? Oh no, you get it clean because I did.
It's normal. Yeah, full cloud pretty much negates everything. So 10 slashing for you, Jorkul, and let's do Thalios now. Before I roll, let me roll the d20. That means it is going for an illusion, and as the dwarf strings around its, let's say, battle axe, same damage. It's battle axe strikes at Jorkul, then cuts off and destroys one of Thalios' illusions. And the veteran yells, "I still got a grip on him! Get him, boys!" And he will attempt to first, with his first attack, throw you prone to the ground. Hearth,
he is also. He is taking 3 fire damage because he's touching me.
Mm-hmm. And he still tries to kick you down to the ground, so Hearth, make me acrobatics or athletics again. But you evade as he tries to, he has gripped you from the hand, tries to kick your knee down, but you manage to avoid. Oh, you're not getting out of that slithering fire, and he will try to strike you with the second attack. Does a 14 hit?
My mage armor is up, so that is a mess.
Damn you, magic fiend! Hearth, your turn.
Honestly, I have no idea what you people are getting on about. But I will say, continue this path of falseness, and I will respond in kind.
The dwarf does not seem to budge as you hold your ground, try to not meditate, try to keep your cool without attacking them right away, but they seem to be hungry for blood. Anything else, Hearth?
No.
The soldier right there will move towards here and not able to take an opportunity attack because of full cloud, pretty much hitting the veteran's skull, will attempt to strike at Hearth. So this is 1 and 2. I assume none of them hit as he tries to strike. Down, you beast! But nothing changes as the other soldier will as well follow suit and attempt the same things. The first one will hit and he will suffer. How much damage is it, Hearth? 3?
3.
Mm-hmm. As he strikes one, beast! You and your flame scorching us. Take that! As he missed the second attack. Madeline, your turn.
Move over this guy, and I assume I can see the silhouette of this guy on Hearth. She's going to... Can I use like an action to try to force him off?
You can grab him and then move backwards to get him away, if that
Yeah,
helps.
let's try that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey! Or pull him away from Hearth.
And
I believe
I
that's
assume you-
10 feet. Bring him up there. And
Get off me! Ah! As he yells.
listen, you're outnumbered. You might as well leave. Try to take revenge on a day where you have a better shot. And she won't attack him, but that's her turn. She just wanted to get him off Hearth.
Okay. You can move, I believe, 5 feet more, right?
Okay, I can. Sure, I'll move him back a bit.
Okay, as you pick him up and get him toward there, as he yells, "Ah, get him, boys!" But anything else from Madeline?
Nope.
Okay, and Ternok, right up ahead, will just get out of this. Ah, stupid frog, will just gonna mumble, and Nautilus, your turn.
I'm gonna drop the fog cloud as a free action, and I will, once it's gone, I will use thaumaturgy to basically make like the sound of like thunder echoing above in the sky. And I will yell at them, "Put down your weapons! This is a misunderstanding!" And I will try to get them to stop.
Do roll me intimidation, but it's gonna be a high check, because as you can see, they are still hungry for blood. And now that they have suffered some losses,
I will re-inspiration.
How about it?
Ah, fuck.
But you see that the dwarves are motivated to fight to their deaths if need be to get their revenge. If you want to move as well, but
I still have a bonus action.
go ahead.
I will look to Hearth, and I will like send well, I guess. Shit, can I see him?
You cannot see him.
No, I dropped the cloud. I dropped the cloud. Get rid of the cloud. Kill the cloud.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
I dropped it at the start. I realized my mistake the second I did it. I'll point my hammer at Hearth, and I will cast Shield of Faith. So you have a
Okay.
+2 to AC.
Jorkul, your turn.
Yeah, well, Jerko will be waving around his mace and his hatchet, trying to down the veteran next to me and the injured warrior over there. Let's go for the injured warrior first. Non-lethal, by the way.
Okay.
Considering the cloud is away, I believe I can actually get advantage this time.
Yep.
Yes. 23 will for sure drop him unconscious as you bonk him onto the head and then to the others. The first one will definitely do it. He was at 3 hit points. So.
And then, as I said, I would basically swing around and start getting the veteran. Would 17 hit the veteran?
17 hits the veteran, yes. And 5 and 24 hits as well.
Just ignore the hunter's mark on this one.
Okay. So that is 6, not 10, because you do not have your modifier. Oh, you got 2-weapon fighting or not? I forget every time.
Sorry?
Did you get 2-weapon fighting or not?
No, not in this one. So the last hit would be, the last one would just be 6.
Okay. Got it. And Valen, your turn. As Jorkul drops one of the dwarves to the ground and then turns to the veteran.
Okay, I'm going to try that same thing again and try to attack the dwarf right in front of me. But I'm going to use both hands this time.
Hiya. That hits.
Of course it does. I use both hands. And I get some type of bonus to this.
D8. 1d8. damage.
A plus 4.
Correct, because you're a warlock, so that's another...
So 14 total.
I assume it's non-lethal, but it does not seem like...
I mean, I guess. Okay.
That'd be up to you. But yeah. As you turn your spear and smack him onto the head, as green mist surrounds your blade and adds to that. Anything else, Valen?
Since he's down, I will step around, and I'm going to generally accost this dwarf up here. All done.
Thaddeus.
How much movement can I get here? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna run around and booming blade, non-lethally this guy. Ba-da-da. It's a lash. Too bad.
17 does not hit.
That's bad.
However, I don't remember if Hart was attacking him. No, he didn't do him. He did somebody else. So go ahead, second attack.
Doesn't hit. Yeah, second attack. Yep. No. Okay.
16 as he puts his shield behind him to protect himself from you, as he is eager to bring down Hart. And
that's all me.
The veteran yells and curses towards you. Get off me! For my family, for my brother. He will try to elbow you to throw you off, pretty much a soap action. So make an athletics or acrobatics, Madeline.
I don't even know who you are.
He will, with his second action, only try that again, but he will not be able to make any attack. Probably you're gonna succeed, but try it no matter what. Yep.
Check out who you are, my god.
He tries. Get off me! Hard, your turn.
Okay. Taking 2 steps over here so I can flank that one.
Valen has not attacked this one yet, so Valen will be the one that gets the advantage if you go there. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I bonus action stuck my tongue out at him, though.
Last time I checked, that is not an attack.
Alright. Now I can use both of my daggers.
You tried twice to swipe at the dwarf, but no success.
And I'm just saying. Alright, if you're gonna be bloodthirsty idiots, go ahead. And that will be my turn.
Soldier will try to swipe twice towards you, Hearth. I believe 14 hits, even with the extra armor, correct? Not 14, 21, sorry. Only 21.
The 21 hits.
Yeah. So he suffers 3 points of damage as well. As he gets caught with my dying breath, he tries the second time, but he misses this time as your magic and Noto's magic protects you. Madeline, your turn.
She'll let him go. Move over here. Alright, Jorko, let's clean this up. And she's going to start wailing on him, which is flanking, so advantage. So let's do some hits. I assume a 14 does not hit.
A 14 does not hit. You sting strike against his plate mail. 21 will.
Alright. And we're gonna, just to end this quickly, we're gonna slap a level 2 smite on that. Oh!
Ooh. Yikes! That did indeed hit. Wait. That is enough though. I thought it was 15, not 20. As you hit metal once, you swipe around with your blade and then strike a second time with the wide side back on his head as it charged with radiant energy and drops him to the ground. Oh.
And she's just going to free action look to this dwarf and do like the I'm watching you with her with her, like her fingers. It's like, go on, try something. That's a turn.
Tenok comes, flies over here, picks up the beard of the dwarf and tries to make it like a mustache above the dwarf's head. Look how pretty hair you've got! Giving the aid action to whoever attacks. Not us, you're next.
Nautilus will walk to here, look down at Hearth. Hearth, is your fire specific to anyone?
If you touch me, you get the damage.
Dwarf it is. And then I'll swing back with presumably both hands on the hammer, because I don't think I had enough time to draw the shield anyway, so with advantage, pop.
That hits. And I assume it's obviously non-lethal.
Non-lethal. Like, non-lethal, but I want to smack him like 10 feet away.
As you strike and throw him to the ground, as you strike a very powerful blow straight to his chest as he gets thrown away. And the combat is over as the dwarves have been defeated.
Nautilus takes a deep breath and then goes back to regular size.
I'll shrink you.
I told you I could keep going.
I don't have the energy to punch you right now.
I mean, you could try.
Just a
Come
quick
on.
check.
Wisdom saving
Ian,
throw.
is there anyone that was actually mortally wounded?
Not really. Everybody was attacked non-lethally. So, with a quick
Regardless.
look around Valen, you go ahead and check, and they seem to be fine.
Groovy.
I miss. I tried to unarmed swing at Talius.
Cleave through a
Yeah,
duplicate's
and
face.
and Jurgle starts taking their weapons and like going through their stuff, like trying to see like, this is well, because of the inconvenience they caused us. I think we can at least take something for our time. I think their weapons might be good quality.
But if we take their weapons and we leave them alive, how would they defend themselves?
It is better leave the shields so they can always run.
What are they talking about? A port? I don't recall being to any real port cities. Exactly.
Well, it sounds like there may be another fire genasi about, causing a ruckus, and
But I thought I heard Hearth say something about hoping they wouldn't be mean. That Hearth, do you know who these guys are?
Vague possibility of Iron Grip clan.
Hearth, make me an investigation or history check. Okay, Jorkul, you can count pretty much one battle axe per person. So that's pretty much. Hearth, you take a quick look towards them and go forward closer to the veteran. Their assumed leader, the more sturdy one, pick up his hand, lift it, and you see a small sigil, a tattoo, a dwarven one of a black a stone, pretty much a coal. As with a quick look, you can see that they are surrounded. It reads in Dwarvish, Clan Blackstone. These are the dwarves that live near Holbodor. Not the same clan with not the Iron Grip clan that you first hypothesized about.
As Hearth does his very intellectual research, I'm going to start tying their beards together.
Madeline helps.
I am.
Well, I suppose I was for tying them up.
How close are we to the entrance of Woodgate?
Curious.
Less than a mile, as I said.
Is these doors like the one we found in mine?
No. Not St. Glan. If I can put you on the map just to give you a quick, given that that history check was quite effective. As you probably know, you are near Woodgate right now. These dwarves seem to have tied their lineage towards Holbodor, and by saying port, Hearth, you probably assume that is either Oraglor or Stoneport. These are the only docking cities in the Blackcaps. If it helps.
Yeah, that helps.
Well, these lumbering idiots are a long way from home, seemingly.
Honestly, I think we've been through enough today to worry about this. They seemed pretty confident in themselves, so I think we can just let them figure it out.
Well, yes, I'm sure they'll wake up sometime.
I'll just leave them a message bound into the grass. I'm not
Suckers.
I'm not the one you think I am, but if you continue this unwanted aggression, I'll get tired of sparing you.
GG easy, didn't even need a long rest.
But yeah, you leave a message with them, Hearth, by chatting around the surroundings and slowly return back to Woodgate. As you find yourselves back at this place, Verug still is probably near the in his house, waiting for you with a barrel filled with alcohol from yesterday's purchase. As the marketplace right now, it is pretty much nighttime, so not many people are around. You can see candlelight on all the houses right now, as everyone is pretty much has sheltered inside and is preparing for their rest as well.
Well, night's still young. Talius. And I think Madeline would pull Talius aside. I'm sure everyone else needs some fun, so why don't you take some stuff from the party loot, maybe take everyone else either to one of the pubs or the cathedral, if that's where you really want to go. I know you enjoy that place.
Talius died. Talius is
she's just doing that. I'm gonna pay you 100 gold to fuck off.
you just hear the dial-up noise from Talius right now.
Well, never mind. Valen! I think everyone else could use just, like, a night of celebration, don't you?
Yes! Maybe there could be a tavern brawl.
Sure!
Maybe not.
But I'm kind of tired, you know. I don't think I'd be able to go.
Oh, you do look tired.
Nautilus also looks tired.
I'm sure he's still got some pep left.
True. But I think everyone would be fun if they went with you. You know how to start a party. Albeit kind of weird parties, but I'm sure everyone would have fun with it. Plus, Jorkle needs a drinking buddy.
I start weird parties? Oh, okay.
Those are the best kind!
Let's go start a weird party. Maybe we could go back to that temple. Talius seemed to like that place a lot.
Yes, he did.
It's the type of place I wouldn't want to have him leave him there alone, though.
Even more reason to go with him.
And everybody really seemed to like your hair there, Hearth. I mean, the Temple of Fire hair and all that. We've got to go.
They seem like good is nice women for to become mates. Yes.
I'm not interested.
What?
You know, what you call has a girlfriend.
Well, you know what, Jorkle, though? There is probably another barrel of ale waiting at my house.
Yeah, I heard Talius and Nautilus talking. I don't really understand it for sure, but I think, Jorkle, you may have just jumped the shark. So, let's just go.
Jump the shark? What? I did not. Sharks don't live on ground. Oh, yes, I think I need drink.
It could be a land shark.
Land shark?
Those things are dangerous.
Very much.
You. Just one shot. They're really slow, but boy, they'll take your person right out.
You are curious folk. Once I think I know you, Pinky, and then Pinky goes weird. I go drink now. I go sell battle axes and go drink. Yes, I need drink. You just see Jorkle shake his head as he starts walking towards the marketplace.
And I actually have to stop by the house real quick. Nautilus, you're free to come along if you want.
Okay, well, should we all meet up for brunch tomorrow? Like a
yes.
late lunch?
Yeah,
Take the night for yourselves.
Yeah,
sounds like a good idea.
Late lunch at in the marketplace.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yay! Let's go.
All right.
That'll be $100 wingman fee. Thank you.
It's just like, I'm gonna pay you $100 to fuck off.
If Jorkle understood what was going on, he would be going like, it's like, what? He has enough money to do that, but not enough money to pay me my beer.
I think I'll go back to the house. Maybe drop off the weapons I've got. I don't really think I'll need them in town.
So pretty much everybody is heading to the Red Treehouse, and Madeline and Nautilus is heading towards Dalmar Manor. Anybody is heading towards the brothel, or because I'm not sure, I might have missed something.
Brothel? There's a brothel?
There is a brothel.
Ask Talius about that.
but apparently they don't cater for Dragonborn.
Talius had to awkwardly look at Varug while he was walking over because it's like in view, like down the road.
Come on, Talius! You need to tell me about your adventures. I've been missing out on stuff.
Put my arm around him.
Sometimes I feel like we've been to hell and back, and Ida wasn't even there.
It's the kind of adventure that makes you hurt when you pee.
I've got a potion for that.
So who is heading where? Now I am confused again.
Madeline is, if Nautilus comes along, she just wants to stop by Dunmar Manor to do something that was whispered to a certain priestess, and then just take Nautilus on the town. I think everyone else was going. I think Jorkle is going to Dunmar Manor just to get drunk.
No. Jorkle is actually going to the marketplace and is going to the Red Tree House Inn to get drunk. Everything said and done, he's like, I'm going there to get drunk.
Okay, and Talius, Val, and Hearth, just to have a good idea.
I'm slipping off to the brothel again. I still got gold.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna try and learn if anything has happened to the Dwarven ports as of late.
Okay, so probably onto the red treehouse hearth to gather rumors, because it is night. So only the inn and the brothel are the two places that you probably will find people. Maybe you'll find a cleric onto the table if you want to go to the cathedral, but that is unlikely, so entirely up to you.
Red treehouse.
Okay, and Valen, what about you?
Where's everybody going?
Talius brings him to the brothel.
I'm really considering it. I don't know if that's evil.
And then
There
Valen
is a-
punches a prostitute.
I would
Very-
never.
Very
Well, I
quickly,
mean, I
Valen,
might.
Talius is going to the brothel.
I'm actually gonna.
Madeline, go ahead.
I'm actually. There's some type of like a cool treehouse fort, tree stand, watchtower thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Sure.
up to that. I want to see if I can get to the top of that and sit on the roof.
Oh.
Okay. Sure. Let's do first things first. Let's start with Valen as you indeed move towards this lookout tower, and on the very top you will see a woman that is currently guarding this place, but she does seem quite exhausted, quite quite sleeping right now, as you can hear a light snoring from up top. You try and use the rope that the ladder that it has over there, and slowly move upwards the stairs. Make me a stealth check.
Oh my!
Ooh.
Like
Enters another plane of it.
like wind, you are silent, coursing through the ladder and moving up top, without the guard ever getting aware of your presence. As you turn and look back onto the night sky, you can see in between the stars, almost like a shooting star, moving slowly, drifting apart. The same light that you saw a few days ago, this colorful light, similar to Zephyr's magic, that is moving, heading towards the west, drifting off slowly in the distance.
Okay, do I see any other lights anywhere, or hear any children laughing, or do any invisible stalkers kill me?
If I remember correctly, you're not able to use invisible stalkers, so you can only see the area.
I didn't ask if I could see them. I asked if they kill me.
As you stand towards there, and as you look to the sky, no other light will be there for guidance. No children's laugh will be heard today, but it feels like an accomplished day. Though it was bittersweet, all that you found out, all the things that you've learned, you witnessed the birth, or not the birth, but the true form of one of the celestial beings, one of the very few and rare ones. Do make me, I'll say, either an Arcana or a religion check. I can do both.
I'll do Arcana. I meant religion.
Fine.
It's the same modifier. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I know. Yeah. As you try to think of what these creatures are, and their resemblance of snakes reminds you of the snake deities that you've read onto the libraries, the progenitors of the scaled ones, aspects of the word serpent, and one of the most ancient beings in existence in the whole world of Fioria, mainly native to the faraway continent of Austria. But still, these creatures died, at least some of their kind, the divine aspects of it, still live only to fulfill a prophecy. When they mate, it is a magnificent dance of colors, but you're not witnessing that today.
Ooh. And thinking about winged snakes doing winged snake things, after that I will make my way back to the inn.
Okay, let's move to before I move to the inn, let's move first to Talius doing a quick, well, not quick, well, a stop on the brother at the night. Again, Talius, how much coin are you willing to spend?
I'm gonna go with. I did 2 last time, so I'm gonna do 20 for today.
Okay.
Why not?
A lot of service for Talius. My question is, aside from this brothel, how accustomed to brothels is Talius in general?
You have 2 options. Either not at all or frequent.
Probably more in the frequent. Crazy frequent.
He's the one who bought the Wonderland pass.
Okay, so
Like a David Buckland card.
being accustomed to, let's call it a store like that, an enterprise like that, you would notice that this place has an awful amount of half-elves compared to other races, and being there the very first time, you thought it was by accident and luck, even. But even meeting 3 half-elves at the same place is quite a coincidence. The very second day that you also visit this place, it feels like there are more than there must be some reasoning behind that. As I don't know if you care to learn or find out, it just sparks your curiosity.
I care. Talius probably doesn't give a shit. He's here for fun. He's here for what he paid for.
So, Talius, though has this thought occurred to his mind, is more interested in other kind of services, not exchanging information much. As he pays a hefty fee, you can see in the eyes of many half-elves being intrigued by that generous payment. None of the ladies inside the brothel, nor the male, it's not patrons, employees, sorry, my bad. None of them has any sign of red hair, all of them in darker tones. Quite different than the ones that the clerics that you met in the brothel the other day. However, that is mostly for some quick description, as Talius will attend to his chambers right now. I was joking with some people in the brothel saying maybe we should name the room after him, if he becomes quite a frequent visitor.
Very well.
And yeah, you will not listen, hear, or see Talius for the rest of the night, as he is going to be delving into his own personal activities. Before I switch to the Denmark Manor, given that Valen has some time limit today, I'm going to sift first with the Red Treehouse with Hearth and Jorkul being the first ones, and later on Valen will join. So let's do that first, and then I'll sift back to Denmark Manor. So I'll give you a head start, both Jorkul and Hearth, if you want to do anything in the tavern. I'll put you on a random button map that you can look at. Well, it's not so random, but you get the idea. As you move inside the Woodgate Inn, the Red Treehouse, it is a quite big one. Yet, given that it is night right now, there are not many people inhabiting it. It's not many patrons around. As women and men, all kinds, stand around this place, minding their own business. As you sit around the words there, Hearth, what would you like to be doing?
Imagine at some point, Radar or HS will come for my order, and when I'm buying that, I'll try to ask them about news from the Dwarven lands.
As you, is that on the barkeep or on the patrons around?
Yes.
To which one? So can relay information is more likely on the for me.
We'll start with the bartender.
Okay, as you move toward the bottom, this lovely woman with brown hair, as you ask about it, preparing some sort of refreshment for you, a herbal drink, ale, wine, or whatever is your poison of preference, she will look towards you and say, "You are kind of exotic, you know that, but I'm probably sure that you get that a lot. Not many of your people, is that the correct word for it? It looks quite not sure on how to address you properly.
Yeah, you can go ahead with people. They're not true elementals.
Well, sorry for ignorance, we do not get many sparkly, dazzling people like you. So you'll say, smiling towards you, and she will continue. I assume you do not know them. Funny thing, I would share that some dwarves came by earlier here and they were asking about where was the flaming one. I assume they were referring to you.
Oh yeah, they tried to kill me.
As you say that, the glass that she is currently cleaning in her hand drops to the floor and starts. Oh my. I'm sorry I didn't make it seem like that was the case. I might have pointed them towards some direction, some people that might know. Forgive me for that.
Oh, it's fine. If you didn't know, there's nothing to blame you for. I'm not going to be mad at ignorance.
Do roll me persuasion in general.
Why do I suck with these rolls? I'm supposed to be good at charisma stuff.
You apparently supposed to be, yes, but not. As you can see that she's still quite afraid and intimidated by your presence, she will go ahead gulping a little bit. Well, in any case, there has been a story in both Stoneport and Holbodor. We do get our information and news travel fast from the merchant dwarfs that attend to the mines and around the area here. Supposedly, there was a cult of flames that went around scorching people and that did a number on the population of both settlements. From what I hear, the storm has passed. There does not seem to be any more of those cultists lurking around, or at least that's what I've heard. That's all I've heard. I swear to you, and you can see that she is not pleading for her life, but in the way that she says that, she tries to give you as much information as she possibly can without, in order not to jeopardize her life. She feels a little bit intimidated by you.
It's fine. As a matter of fact, I do believe I already had an encounter with these cultists before I even entered this plane. See those cultists, I'm going to burn them alive. Anyways, thank you for your time.
You can see sweat drops, filling up the floor slowly as he's talking with Hart. As at the moment Hart takes his absence from this conversation, she exhales deeply. Jorko, what you would like to be doing as the woman next to you is handing you bottle after bottle after bottle of ale. Small ones, but you just go through them quickly, very fast.
Why you don't? Why not give me the whole barrel? I pay for barrel.
Sure, she will look. Come with me. Come here, and she'll point you towards the keg. The whole keg is worth it. Kind of looks to the other one, and you can see after the whole scene with her, she kind of just waves her hands to act kind of fast. Let's say 10 gold coins. Sounds fair, and you can see this is a hefty bargain. We're taking like you're almost stealing from them at this price. Not stealing, but like half per 50%.
Then go. Okay. If you bring me 2 cups, here's 20 gold, and he puts 20 gold on the table. But as he puts his hand into his never reasons and takes out 20 gold and puts it on the table.
And she nods again and again towards you as you grab the keg and just lay down next to it, picking up a tankard with one hand and the keg all around its shoulder, as if it was your closest buddy that you haven't seen in a while, and just drink yourself to sleep slowly. But before you drift off to sleep, anything else you'd like to be doing, Jordan?
No, as he becomes more intoxicated, he starts muttering, and every now and then keywords come out of his mouth, like stuff like egg breaker, and it's like the father, and he every now and then such kind of like grabs his face, and then he starts drinking more. He seems like he's enjoying himself, but every now and then he seems like he's trying to drink away demons.
Valen, you enter the establishment at this point after you had your quick trip onto the local tower. And you can see Hearth at the, let's not say edge of the table, but clearly not next to the fireplace, and Jorkul hugging the keg as he is slowly drinking himself to sleep.
I will head over to Hearth's table and ask if I may join him.
Go ahead, Valen. After that debacle with the mines within the cold soul, I do believe we've deserved it.
I've never ridden a mine cart while being chased by flying brains. Is that something that's happened to you before?
Nope, not at all.
I'm not even sure how to turn that into a cool story. It just sounds so weird. Oh well, I guess I'll get a drink. And I wave at the lady. Bring me a drink.
Quickly,
Please.
The waitress will attend to your needs and assist you in whatever ways he can.
That sounds ominous.
No. Is there anything else I can do for you aside from your order?
All good, and I'm generally all good. Just have a quiet night in the tavern.
Okay. I'll assume I'll leave the people here to go shift back at Danmar Manor, where Madeline and Nautilus, you head towards there, and Varric seems to be inside the house.
Oh. You seem to be... So. Didn't get too busy with work today, did you?
He kind of, as you talk towards him, you see that he just kind of was sleeping on top of the table.
Oh.
In a position that you would assume somebody would sleep. You see him pretty much like writing a letter or something like that. As he, sorry. I was about to come and looks outside and see the darkness. I was about to come and assist, but I wanted to. I didn't know if I would get to see you again. But after, so I was writing a letter for Madrigal. If you get to see her again, and he kind of wraps the paper, but still, I'm no poet, and you can see there are many folded letters, not folded like scrambled paper that has been thrown away.
Well.
You're back. What happened?
Well, we found the child, and we know that she's in the plane of air. and that on the mountaintops is a way to get to her.
Where did you get all that?
Well, it turns out that child was a... She would know it's called a Kodal, right? Or would she just assume it's this weird snake thing?
I mean, everybody has heard rumors and legends and stuff like that, so feel free.
I believe the child revealed itself to be a Kodal. And, well, it was a beautiful sight. And he spoke, he showed us the other plane. There was a fight against some of the Dark Warden's minions, and, well, he told us where we needed to go. He even fixed up Nautilus. He can only fix up one of us, of course, so... But right now, we know where she is, and I saw her face again. And she's just as determined as ever.
Very looks lost with all that new information. And I assume you are his eyes for the moment, understanding and feeling the tone of the room. You are to be living soon again, aren't you? Heading for those mountains.
Mm-hmm. I'll deliver those letters if you want.
Sure, he scratches the back of his head. I would need some time to write it. It's been a while since I've seen her. I suppose I would like to greet her properly. Sorry for taking the time for that.
You know, Valen is particularly talented in letters. They're at the Red Treehouse Inn. I was just stopping by and grabbing something. Maybe you could head on over there. I'm sure they also have stories they'd like to brag about.
Well, this is a failed insight, pretty much. Do not roll me anything. Your passive deception is better than that.
Oh, yeah.
Or persuasion, so he just kind of looks good. Oh, thanks. I guess the treehouse will be running for quite some time. We'll talk after. Are they staying here as well?
Well, knowing Jorkel, he's already passed out at the inn.
That would be handy. I would, although I do like your selected teammates, I believe Jorkel is a little bit large for this this place.
I like them all too. But
as he turns back, nods, gives a quick sup towards Nautilus, and then just follows suit back towards the Red Treehouse.
And Madeline would turn to Nautilus. Stay right here. I'll be right back. And she's going to walk off to her room. Oh, I'm not doing that.
I mean, when it comes to that, at some point we will hit that. But yeah.
As whatever Nautilus does to pass the time, a few minutes would pass. As eventually he would hear her saying, "All right, I'm coming out." And she would come out, and Nautilus would immediately see that she is wearing one of the dresses of the cathedral. It's like green, well-fitted. She's kind of like done up her hair just a little bit, like as much as one she could do in like a couple minutes. Well, it's nice to be in different attire for once.
He would sort of splutter a bit, but goes, "Easy for you to say. I've only really got this armor," and he just sort of taps the chest piece.
Well, We can find something nice for you. I just wanted to leave this a bit of a surprise.
It looks nice on you. It's nice to, have a chance to be out of our adventuring gear for any time.
Do you mind if I show you something?
Sure. I can come along.
And she would take him out of the house, and it would probably be like over in this area. Take him over here, basically to what she would assume is like a little hilltop, a spot where she and Madrigal used to hang out.
Can you point again? Because I didn't see it.
Like right over there.
Okay, got it.
So they'd probably also walk by and see Talius entering the brothel.
The same frozen look of the two of them again.
Yeah, just would Madeline notice, or would Nautilus be the one notice again? Just
she'd be blissfully unaware. But eventually she'd take him up and just kind of take a moment to look over the sea.
It's nice to have a calm moment.
Yeah.
You did such a good job at showing me around the town and telling me all these stories, and it's kind of, I don't know, it's weird. I feel kind of guilty that I don't have the ability to share with you any stories from the sea. So, when you're out on the sea, you only really have two places to look. It's down into the water or up into the sky. So, I don't have very many zany stories of when I was with the Sea Elves or with my crew that I could tell now, but I could tell you about the stars. I did learn a lot of it from my captain. He told me all about them. I had nothing else to look at up there.
Honestly, the experience itself sounds like quite the story. And, well, it sounds like a story I'd like to share with you. When we can.
Well, one day we'll either pull Hearth out onto the water, or just have to go out in the water ourselves. But if she would listen, Nautilus would start naming off all the stars, and I'm just gonna say like real life stars and constellations,
Sure.
and just sort of translate them. Like he'd point out Cancer and a couple other, and then he would say, "That one up there, that is Leo. Looks sort of like a lion," and he'd probably take out the spyglass to help her see the line.
She would be very attentively looking and just looking back.
He'd name off all of the stars on the Leo constellation. You see that really, really bright one up there? The one that's shining up brighter than the rest? That one is that one's called Regulus, I believe. It is I think it is the brightest star in that area, and it's brightest star of Leo.
Regulus, huh? I really like that name.
Did you have something that you wanted to say? Or did you just want to sort of stare up at the stars for a while?
Just that I want you to know that this used to be me and Madrigal's spot. The few times I'd see her not be angry, she'd take me up here, we'd play around. And this was even before we were living with Varric. And this place is so special to me that only I bring people I consider, well, my immediate family up here. And I guess what I'm saying is, whenever we're done with this, because I hope we can change that prophecy, and even if we do save Madrigal and myself, I'm ready to let her live her own life, which is what I should have been doing in the first place. Because I have everyone else and, well, I have you.
You know, I'm not the one, I guess I should really talk about this, but you know, every day we travel, I think
Bowser, good to see you.
that maybe my mother will be best left alone sometimes. Better that she doesn't know, and then knows that I'm putting myself at risk every day.
But you're putting yourself at risk for the people you care about. And she would like wrap her tail around him. I think, if anything, she'd be very proud of you. You're a great man, Alice.
I like to think so, but well, maybe one day you can meet her and see what she's like.
I'd like that a lot. Plus, you're gonna be meeting my sister anyways. Seems you hit it off with Varric, but I'm sure she'll have her own things to say about us.
Well, I don't mean to say anything too aggressive, but I think she can deal with that.
Maybe she'll hit it off with Tallius. But right now, I'm fine with just tuning everything out. Let's just stay here a while, okay?
Sure.
And then I assume, unless Nautilus wants to do anything, they're just gonna hold each other and fight. That's the fade to black.
Fade to black. Good lord.
Okay. So yeah, the night will pass, probably with everyone sleeping whatever the choice of preference is, as the very next day you gather up a few stuff and say goodbyes to the people. Pretty much they won. The half-orc that has offered accommodation during that time.
Madeline would just immediately give like Varric like a very big hug.
He will replicate that hug, hugging Madeline quite dear, speaking a few words of fatherly love onto his proclaimed daughter, as he sends her away one more time with a similar manner, a similar quest in mind. Find Madeline, though this time she knows where she is headed, she knows where to go, as the route the group will take goes through the mountains all the way across the Blackcaps. You take the long way towards the mountains, heading, as you did have a brief chat with Verdug. I'm not going to be role-playing all of that information, so it helps a little bit. He did mention that the there are some avian creatures and some giant nests
So, Phil,
near
is it?
once again, obviously, for anyone that has hadn't noticed. As you head towards there, it is a quick 2 days of journey as you start towards there. At first, your original plan is to move towards Wood Barakor and then towards Duralag, both dwarven cities, both with very different lore. Madeline, given that you are from around here, but though a native to Woodgate, you do have some knowledge of the other ones. Do roll me a history check.
Gotcha. Let me roll that.
Okay, so for both cities, let me help a little bit. First, for Wood Barakor. Let me just send all my informations. The town or the village of Wood Barakor is run by the Wild Ducks clan of dwarves. Their leader and their people are mostly affiliated with hunters and leader workers. Believing that the whole mountain range of the Blackcaps is cursed, these dwarves moved as far to the west as they could and made their first new home in the Misty Mountains and overlook the great old forest. The Wood Elves treated them with suspicion, but the two races soon realized that they needed its others to endure savage Orcish invasions. Wild Ducks dwarves are extremely distrustful towards others and will generally only deal business with themselves and a handful picked ones. With that knowledge, Madeline, you are smart enough to propel the journey straight towards Duraland to avoid moving closer and both using depleting resources and time to move towards the Wild Ducks dwarves. As the very first day moves forward, as you travel across the land, from afar you will be able to see at least the citadel of the dwarves on top of these misty mountaintops. You know it would be a waste of time for you to stay there, so you move forward further from them. They go on to your next stop, which is Duralag. The Duralag, which is run by Clan Iron Grip, and it is a very much a different story, a big contrast to the Wild Ducks dwarves. In Duralag, they are quite hearty, chatty dwarves, armorers, warriors as well, but brewers mostly. Strong, valiant, and incredibly loud. The Iron Grip dwarves are always up for a great fight and then a great feast. The people of Duralag, the dwarven population towards there, in general believes and thinks high of their lord, Grasnek Irongrip, and his the members of the clan, believe that he should be the king of the Blackcaps, but that is something they try to promote by having healthy and very friendly relationships with all other races, believing that this would be the key to make Duralag the center of the Blackcaps. And one day, their capital, second day of traveling, will get you closer and closer towards the city of Dort. By the way, I assume you had picked some rations and stuff like that for both days of travel. This would be a total of how much it is? 8 silver per day, or if you have rations, you can deplete from that. If not, you can just remove 8 silver per day, which would mean 16 silver. I'm not sure if you had your tracking rations.
Oh, they don't have to reduct silver for me because I can hunt for myself.
Okay. On that note, Madeline, not for either Duralag nor the Wood Barakor, you will not need cold weather gear. However, if you want, you are able to buy traveler's gear, traveler's clothes, which is the item that you are looking for. At least for those mountains, you will not be needing them. The Blackcaps go expand in height the eastern you get. So you're not the tallest mountain peaks yet. And yeah, soon enough you will find yourselves nearing Juralag. And this, as said, is one of the most healthiest cities of the dwarven kind around. As you enter a mountain city, built inside the mountain, but not an underground one, you can see that there are clearings onto the mountains that the sun is able to shine, or the moonlight, which would be the case right now, would shine through that. And you can see these giant chains that rattle all around, lifting up or down different platforms. Buildings made entirely out of stone or steel surround the city, all of them adorning regalia of a dwarven city and religious marks. Hearth, as you find yourself around there, you do get many eyes staring at you. Everyone watching you, everyone observing. The dwarves are speaking with one another. You can even hear some muttering. Bloody hell! What in the name of the dwarf father is he doing here? As all dwarves around seem quite distrusting at first sight, as you move into the city with not an attitude per se, but to an extent carefree. I assume that the information that I relayed to you earlier on would probably be relayed by Madeline back towards you. It was all, after all, that history check, and we didn't have to spend time in Wood Barakor for that. You should thank her. I would be pissed to play ungrateful dwarves towards you. In any case, quickly, two dwarven guards will approach. Hey, you there, travelers! What is your business in this place?
We're just passing through, trying to get to the mountaintops. I know that she'll kind of gesture to Hearth. You'll just have to take our word for it. We've already had to deal with some people that confused him for someone else.
Groups of someone else, actually. Cultists, probably the same one that were ensnaring my family Phoenix.
Do make me a persuasion check. Either Madeline or Hearth, whoever has the better modifier, with advantage.
Let me see what I got.
I got a 6.
I have a 7.
Alright, you roll with advantage.
Wow!
Oh, for the love of!
Yikes.
I'm instant that.
Are you doing what? Sorry?
I'm using inspiration. Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
There we go.
That's more like it.
To be fair, that's why I like to give inspiration quite often, so you can use it for stuff like that, and I have to avoid whole different plot lines. Yes, thank you for that. But yeah, in any case, the dwarves look towards you. Oh, well, look. The two guards look at one another. I guess we might, if you are not on the same side of them, and the loss of the Phoenix is something personal to you, then I guess we should be saying apologies to you. But welcome to Juralag, friends. Sorry for the, let's call it aggressive, not diplomatic approach. Our people were recently stricken by disaster. You should forgive us. We are not that kind of dwarves here.
No,
We are more open-minded than others.
it's understandable. We appreciate you giving us the chance to explain.
All right. Well, with all of them looking towards you. You are free to go around the town. Feel free to do your business here. Everybody will be able to make trade of you. We are not some close-minded wild axe dwarves, and they both of the guards and some people around all start heartily laughing. And they start then shifting back to dwarves, and you can understand that they're saying some inside jokes in healthy fashion about their clan cousins in Wood Barrow, but no harm done. Yeah, whoever speaks dwarves can at least understand that is what I mean.
Nope.
Well, we might as well stock up a bit while we're here. Ask around.
Sounds good to me.
We might benefit from picking up some healing potions. We've kind of been neglecting that, I think.
Or just anything in general.
Yes, that's probably a good idea.
You're free to resupply or ask around whatever it is that you want to do. Sorry, Madeline, for cutting you off. Go ahead.
Oh, no, my bad. Does anyone have any idea of what they might need at all?
Well, we are in the city of dwarves, or town of dwarves. If we needed anything upgraded, weapons or armor, it probably would be here, right? Maybe go talk to some blacksmiths.
Mm-hmm. And you can see that this place is full with armorers of the Iron Grip clan. Many of them have their regalia on top of their shops, and you can see great armors, masterful works around this place. Given that not only you have at least some smith tools, do roll me. I'm not sure if it's gonna be intelligence or yeah, it's gonna be intelligence with your smith tools. If anybody else has proficiency with smith tools as well, feel free to roll.
Okay, I need to add that because I can't easily roll it on D&D Beyond because it's so backwards.
Roll a d20 and add to that.
Okay.
So I'm sure, Talis, you might be able to pick up a dwarf stone with proficiency in that.
Good. Glad to know.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
Do not worry, I have not neglected that you have a loot.
I don't know what you could possibly do with a loot. I just thought it was cool.
Believe me, it will be
It's
in
baffle
due
you.
time. In due time.
Alright.
But yeah.
Hey, a natural 20.
You are quite proficient with the smiths, and you can understand and respect a good trader. These smiths around here seem to be one of the most proficient ones around the area. You can probably suggest tell even that they not only have access to materials of any kind, but in general they are able to craft whatever is needed with the utmost artistry.
Douglas,
Yes.
You
Yes.
seem intent in looking at these things. Do you say they are good quality?
Well, personally, I don't have much relations with the dwarves, but I had recently sort of, I don't know, gained a inclination for smithing, I guess. I was just saying if we needed anything upgraded, these dwarfs seem like they might be better for armoring, but if anyone needs anything, that's probably the best way we can go about it.
I think I want to talk to one about making a weapon from my homeland that I am used to, but I have not seen around here.
And I suppose, although I doubt they'll be able to do much, it would be nice to get a little bit of a step up from what I've been using. Or at least an extra pole on.
Can't hurt to take a look.
think it's agreed then. Let us at least see what they have to say. No.
Do we?
Okay. I'll quickly go around and check the price, but in here you can find +1 armors of any kind.
Okay.
Mainly of any kind. This would be an overstatement. Medium and
Never mind.
heavy armor. Sorry for that. Sorry, Darius.
So there is medium.
And medium heavy is what you said?
Medium and
Medium
heavy.
and heavy, yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, guess we could always get, unless Madeline prefers breastplate, we could get plate. I mean, I'm good. I've got the adamantine. Is it adamantine half plate? Isn't it? Yeah.
I
So.
don't remember.
I believe it was adamantine chainmail.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So.
As tempting as it is, I don't exactly have the most movement and heavier armor, so I think I'm fine with what I've got.
Joko thinks he will try and get something like this jingly mail that's on top, maybe something similar weight, and then ask about if they can make me sort of homeland.
They are able to make you whatever weapon you require. Sadly, it is not going to be a +1 weapon.
No, it was mostly for a thematical point. He's gonna basically get himself one of those he's gonna go talk to them and then show them the teeth, the hellhound teeth that he took, and he's gonna basically ask them to make an Aztec sword or Aztec great sword or club that with the teeth on it.
Okay, they will be able to provide that, yes. As it will take some time, but probably by the time you will need to leave this place, you will be able to have this weapon of choice.
That is good. Yeah. If somebody can post it, that would be nice. But yeah, basically a Aztec war club.
Yeah. Well, even though she can't find a magic one, I would assume she would at least try to get like a halberd or something, just as an extra, a spare.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course, at normal prices, you can go ahead and do the math and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Anything else would you guys like to be doing while you are in this town? And it is worth mentioning that even though it is very, it's just quite late. It took you the whole day to get there. You are probably somewhat exhausted. You will probably all get a level of exhaustion, but with the long rest that you're about to get, you will probably lose it. So I'm not going to add it and then deduct it. Just to keep that in mind, how late it is that you find yourselves there. You moved for more than 8 hours this day, and this town is still living. You can hear laughter, hearty laughter coming from all around this place, from all different inns and taverns, dwarven, all of them filled with the symbols of the Iron Grip clan. And it is quite late for shops to be open. Yet here they are, armorers, and all the whole marketplace seems to be still up and running.
I guess not all of us would look around. Should we go and try and find ourselves a place to stay for the night? We all walked for a very long time today.
Nah, I could definitely use it myself.
Well, let's try and find a place, maybe as quiet as we can get in such a lively city.
Quickly, you will pretty much ask around a few people around, and each one has a personal inn of preference. There are a whole a whole variety of different ones. The Plated Greaves, there is the Bloody Hammer, there is the Fiery War Axe, whole sorts of different talents. However, one will mention at least that you should for sure visit the Bloody Hammer. There is a master brewer in this place, a member of the Iron Grip clan, Woodrock. Iron Grip is his name, and they say that his brew is the best in the world.
Well, let's splurge a little bit at least.
Yeah, we could use some time to sleep and maybe have a drink. Talius?
Sounds good to me. You're ready to lose again. I don't mind.
What do you think, Madeline? Do you want to join us on this one, like the first time?
I'll watch. I've got a bit of a headache.
All right.
You move around the... Oh, go ahead, Karth. Sorry for cutting you off.
I'll go ahead and join you in that.
Okay, and you indeed move closer and closer to the Bloody Hammer, a two-story inn building with stone walls and a slate roof and dwarven wrought tables and chairs, decorated with taxidermied beasts and other trophies of other creatures and monstrosities, dimly lit by a few glowing gemstones set onto the ceiling. This whole place seems quite an experience as you move inside and there's a certain heat wave and smell of alcohol that assaults all your senses. Hearth, it doesn't feel much different from being to your own plane, as this place is under the conditions of extreme heat. However, the sofas and all the different furniture that are here, they are very soft and quite charmed, as they are all made by Old Bear Feather. As all of them are quite happy to just you can see different dwarves, some passed out, others still drinking, others laughing and barking quite aggressively at one another. Some people are just having this old drunken fist fight that nobody hits the other guy because you're too drunk to do that. As everyone around, a very healthy chatter is there. The innkeeper, a young male dwarf, stands over there trying to keep this place in order, but fails miserably.
Well, so just to clarify, like if there's an inn, it's not going to be extreme heat, right?
You will assume that this is pretty much the down floor, but if you go later on to sleep on the accommodations, it probably wouldn't be like that.
Okay, I was going to say that'd be like we might as well take an exhaustion anyway, because extreme heat and sleep doesn't really do. Well, Nautilus will take a place beside Talius, and we'll start another drink off, I guess.
With me.
You go ahead and quickly. You will realize that this place, it does not have any waitress or waiters. So you will probably go ahead, grab some ale of your own, which is quite cheap. 2 silver coins for a bottle, for a tankard filled with ale.
What?
All right.
Whenever you're
Drink up,
ready.
Talius. All right. So that just roll con saves against poison.
Con save it is. Quick question before you do that. If I remember correctly, Nautilus and Talius join in on that. Anybody else joins in on that? So I have right.
Madeline won't.
Yeah.
Hearth, your
I'm watching them.
Well, after Jerkel's financial expenditure, he will be basically
Crisis.
all his crutch money is gone. So He's now a poor crotch money person. He will just he's just counting his last few gold coins very carefully, making sure that he has some drinks to drink at least, hopefully in the future. But he is very happy with his jade color scale mail that he just got.
Is that just more for stylish, or does that actually improve your AC at all?
With 1 + 1.
Well, because +1 scale mail would be 15 plus 2 with because it maxes out that dexterity, so it'd be 17.
Yes, plus I have Mariner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so as long as
So
I'm not
18.
wearing a shield or wearing heavy armor, I get a +1 to my AC. +1 time.
I was just worried you didn't get like an improvement to your AC, and that would have been really bad.
No, I did get a +1 overall improvement.
Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, let's see those rolls. Let's go, boys.
So,
DC 10, first drink.
Ladies first.
All right.
Oh.
Actually, technically, I don't have to start making saves until like the 4th drink, right? Because I have a con save of 4.
Oh yeah, but I believe also Talis has a con save of 3, so I'm keeping Talis 1. Assume after you go to drink number 3.
I have a saving throw of +6. I don't know if... I don't know how to do that.
It is not the same, it is the modifier that I want, which is
Oh,
+3 if I remember correctly.
Plus
so we +2, so
Yep.
roll me 1 extra, Talius. Keep in mind you have +8 to all that, so +2 extra from Madeline.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see.
Look, Blade.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna fucking do it.
I'm not losing. There we go.
Yeah,
That's what I get.
bastard.
Okay. So we are at drink number 4 now. And let's go. DC 10 for Nautilus. That would be 12 for Talius now.
Oh!
Let's go.
The aura. There's the aura, right? Oh, the aura is gonna keep me
The
up.
orange +2. +2.
Oh shit!
You got inspiration? You gonna burn it?
I do. I think actually. Yeah. You know what? If you're gonna burn a luck blade, I'm gonna burn an inspiration.
My Look Blade's back tomorrow, baby.
All right. Well, I'll not with advantage, but it's
It's a
still a
normal
15.
roll, but the 15 works. Okay, so we are currently now at drink number 6, which means the DCs are 11 for Nautilus, 13 for Talius. Let's go.
Still up there.
Okay, let's go now for drink number 7, 12 and 14.
Oof. Getting there.
Okay, getting there. Drink number 8, and these are giant tankards of fail, as dwarves are looking at you quite interested. DC 15 for Talius, 13 now for Nautilus.
Oh my
Let's
god, my
see.
skin on my teeth.
Drink number 9, 14, 16. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Am I up by 1?
No. You're okay, because 14 makes the same. I mean, you have +2 for Madeline as well. I can get that. So, let's see. Now,
10.
Holy
10 drinks.
moly.
Roll again.
So that's
Yeah.
a +2 as well. Okay. Oof.
+2, you're okay. You are also okay. Let's go.
How much gold are we gonna spend?
Yes. I mean, at this point, from that point forward, after you're at this, the member of the Iron Group family moves forward and says, "Hey, every tanker they take now, from until the rest of their days, free! These people are quite some, they are devils," and pats you both on the back, and just pats you like, you both spill that drink. The competition does that because you punch quite heftily. And let's see. Drink number 11.
Oh. Come on. This is getting rough.
Let's go. Drink number 12.
21 again. Come on.
But do
on.
I'm still there, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. Wow, this is getting harder and harder.
Oh, damn it!
Ooh!
Let's go.
That is a face
Damn.
plant. That's just like when somebody just
Throws
goes,
up.
not even throw up. When you get that drunk, he's basically like almost like when he finishes it, his head just goes poof.
Nope, yep, I hit the floor. There is no.
The dwarf Woodrock just laughs and claps. Whoa! Hey, let's both cheer it up for our brother of the sea! Huh? And everybody starts clapping with him towards the trident. And now for that sea elf as well, the champion now. And
Siphon, remember the name. Stand up on the table.
And as you say that, everybody just puts up their drink. Siphon, remember the name! As they probably believe that is your true name right now. With them, remember the name thingy. But yeah. As Nautilus feels sickened, Madeline just pats the back of Nautilus and you are revitalized, Nautilus. You had quite yourself with going all the way up to 13 tankards of fame. This should not be possible for human beings in general. None of you are a human, so why not?
Oh, darn it! One of these days.
You've been doing. You both improved quite a bit.
Oh.
How much are we paying for all this? Like, it stopped at what, 10?
Yes, so that would be 10 for it. So
2 silver pop, so 2 gold.
Yep, 2 gold each. So
4 gold. 4 gold from party loot.
As Jorko, you start making a song in Draconic. Make me a not a persuasion, sorry, a performance check.
Hi.
As you do pick the eyes of some people, like Udjok that still stands on the, pretty much next to your table. There's, whoa, now Dragonborn. You come in here and drink a beer, but do not sing the songs of our enemies now. And he kind of smiles. He's saying that in a playful manner towards you. We've had bad experiences with them, mostly, and quite recent ones even.
Oh, but then sing why not? You should teach me song that you sing.
You, sorry, what again, Jorgul?
Teach me a song that what song does, teach me good tavern song then.
Oh, we've got a whole lot of songs, and he starts saying different dwarvish songs, all filled with slaying goblins in their titles, drinking, kicking the ashes of either giants, orcs, or elves. Many different ones, as he laughs, saying all of those different ones. But continues on by adding, now I've told you my secrets, you tell me your story, and there's nothing better than sharing a tankard over it. Kind of looks to everyone, you, fire guy, you, I've put my eye on you for a whole lot of time here, and you have not said a word.
I know, people have had a bad encounter with cultists from the plane of fire lately.
Yeah, we did indeed, but our leader, Grasnek, is a mighty one. They are writing some dwarven songs, some bardic song of valor about him, and how he crushed that phoenix under the stones, he crumbled all the palace halls. Everybody starts jumping to this. Cross the phoenix under the halls, jump the palace on top of the halls. And Odin's body. But you're not one of them, are you?
Oh no, as a matter of fact, these are the cultists I'm thinking of. They're the reason I'm on the material plane in the first place.
Oh. Well, we dwarves do have some songs about being afar, being in a faraway land, but this isn't a time for laughter. Though I do realize a sad story is behind what you're saying. Apologies or condolences for being so far away from home.
It's alright. So many things I've seen and learned here. I'll admit I'm happy to go back if the opportunity presents itself, but I've really only scratched the surface.
Well, I'll tell you that. Many interesting sightings into those mountains. You can call that place home one day, maybe. There are people that will greet you, as long as you're not part of those families again. Yeah, he kind of smiles in a very snarky laughter that kind of, it is not infectious, but kind of imposes on you, almost forcing you to laugh as well, out of courtesy. And continues on by adding, well, I suggest you stray away from hunting down those cultists, unless in this place. I've heard rumors that after their crushing defeat by the feet of our leader, now the new leader has emerged and now hides in the Underdark, practicing the vile magic of necromancy. Ooh, spooky. Every dwarf makes this spooky eerie sound to give emphasis onto what the dwarf is saying towards you.
Nautilus would probably, in his barely out of the drunken stupor, because I mean, I would think Leon Hans can only do so much for what he just did. He'll just sort of look at his arm and look back at the mention of necromancy.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Okay. So, what do travelers such as yourself and do in a place like this?
Chasing after this one's sister, we just got towards Madeline.
And somewhere in the mountain range. So we're just looking around. I don't suppose you've seen anyone that looks similar to me pass through here at all, just out of curiosity.
She looks towards you. Different? We've had our own share. If you're talking about a familiar one, a more specific one, then I'm sure. But memory is acquired during the night do usually fade.
That's fair. But we're mostly just passing through at the moment.
What are you looking at the sky? It is always there, blue. You're not looking for some dragon, are you?
Not at the moment, though I'm sure. I suppose at some point we may end up. You never know. Things always change when you're traveling.
I see. Well, I do hope you find what you are looking for. If I can help, I'm here, always willing to listen to a tale of such interesting individuals as yourselves.
Well, I appreciate you find this interesting.
May spread the word that in Dunalag we want everyone to think of themselves welcome here. This great Dwarven Halls will one day be the capital of the whole Blackcaps. Well, soon, I hope.
I get the feeling it will be.
He laughs towards you and returns back to where he was seated. Giving you a moment within yourselves. I mean, again, I suppose if you want to do anything else during the night, feel free. Else, we can skip to getting rest and all that.
Yeah. This is a good place. I like it here.
Definitely somewhere I wouldn't mind returning to.
So what are we going to?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just basically asking, like, what are we going to do about inns? But I mean, that's pretty much where we're cutting to anyway.
I mean, you can stay here. You can pay a little bit more and book accommodations in this place. It should be about. Give me a second. I'll check.
Is it per room or per person?
It is per person, but it goes like different rooms and stuff like that. And you can distribute them however you want, but it is a total of 6 silver coins per person. It is pretty much way cheap, as almost like the ale that they're selling, which is pretty good for the total group. 3.6, I believe, because Valen is also here. I'll deduct for Valen myself. Oh, go ahead and do that. 3.6 then. So if you have any other business to do in Juralag, let me know. Else we'll just move forward.
Right, that's it.
Good.
Okay, I assume Jork will have nothing as well, correct?
Yep. I've got my new shiny, and I've got my axe that looks like a club. Or I'm gonna say it looks like a Aztec club now. So.
Actually, how much are healing potions?
50 gold coins, the normal one.
Alright, I'll buy
100 the greater ones.
I'll just buy a regular one then.
We have 2 in party loot if you just want to hold on to one of them.
Okay, I'll snag one of those instead.
And
Madeline's still holding on to the greater healing.
And Jerkle still has. Ooh! Can Jerkle get? Can he get his debts written off if he puts 5 potions into the party loot?
I would prefer you hold on to them because we've got a bunch of people that can heal, but if all of them are down.
Gotcha. So I can just every time Jerkle uses it on somebody else, no, not himself, he'll deduct $50 from what he owes.
That's fair.
Okay, and the very next day you leave straight off away from Juralag to continue your search. You've asked a bit around the area if there have been any avian sightings or the like, but most likely you already have your destination. They all point towards the same place nearby, where there are some giant eagle nests, where Valen seems quite happy about that. You start your travel, continue your way, traversing the mountaintops, traversing the mountain peaks, and from that mountain you can see in the horizon the Great Plains of Midland and the port of Oravilar in the distance. As you move forward, and not that far off, you will see eagles dashing into the sky, flying very fast towards the destination. You can hear them squawking, making these avian screech as they're running in fury, almost rust for a certain region. As Valen looks towards them and says, "That doesn't seem right. Something is off."
I might have to go save some more eagles.
Nautilus, try not to get eaten this time.
I'll attempt to, but hopefully it's not a giant skyworm.
I shall go.
It's 2 giant skyworms.
Follow me. I shall make trail. It's quicker if you follow me. I know I can see a route. So he's going to use his
Why?
lovely ranger abilities. So if we have to move somewhere quickly, I can help them out. So.
Mm-hmm. No
Ain't
worries.
the way,
You
Joe.
may require a check as Jorgul. You're quick to pinpoint look from the trajectory of where the eagles are flying and follow suit behind them as you rush into the distance to see a great deal of some interference, some combat brewing in the horizon as something is wrong here. The tokens were not in that order. I'm fixing some right now. Give me just a moment. Did you see, by the way, where do you see this token? Where do you see it?
Right
up here?
beneath one of the giant eagles.
Okay, and where do you see this one?
To the left of him, like, where's the little pink thing? Yeah, right there.
Okay, so the mage one here and the other one here, correct?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay, so this is correct. Let me fix those tokens just a sec. They do have some problems, and let me pretty much give you the rundown on what is happening right now, as a lot of information has just been removed. There was an update earlier on Roll20. I don't know why it is working like that, but in any case, you see a squad of hobgoblins that are running through and attacking these alien-like humanoids. These Aarakocra, for whoever is familiar with them, but for everybody else, they look just bird people. However, up ahead, you see the wards or the hobgoblins running and attacking those creatures as eagles have run in the defense of these weird-like humanoids. On the very top of this hill, you see a hobgoblin casting spells against the giant eagle and a hobgoblin captain that strikes with a greatsword and mortally wounds the giant eagle down to the ground as you rush towards there. And I would like some initiatives.
Just question: are hobgoblins considered city creatures?
Yes, no, sorry, no, they are tribal humanoids.
Right, all good. Where are we on this? Oh, over there.
Bottom left corner, you should be.
It took me a second as well.
Okay, and with that, let me fix the last one thingy. Again, apologies, but Roll20 is acting out extremely good. I don't know why that is the case. As in the middle of all that, you see this Aarakocra is the last one standing, but it has net on top of it, and the hobgoblins are just smacking it down. And with initiatives getting rolled, the warg first up will strike at the eagle next to it and bring it down, as the warg quickly will return back to the last remaining Aarakocra. Madeline, you go ahead first, as you are not seen yet. They have not noticed you. You're considered hidden.
Ah, well, we didn't come up with a game plan. Is this right here difficult terrain, or?
If you want to move through it, you mean?
Yes.
Because you're at an elevated point, you're pretty much at the top of that small cliff, let's say. I will need an acrobatics, but it will not take double movement for you. It's pretty much traversing it safely.
Let me see.
If you fail that acrobatics check, then it is considered hard terrain for you. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll give it a shot then.
Mm-hmm. You are able to traverse without suffering any sort of hindrance to your movement.
Let's go this way and move there. And let me check the range on this again. Oh, okay, cool. Seeing that they're starting to gang up on them, she's going to spin the glaive, slam it down, as a pillar of light just slams down over here. So we're going to throw up a moonbeam.
How about it?
So let's see. Angle it so the Aarakocra is not in, but... So could I angle it to where it gets the warg and the 2 hobgoblins, but not the Aarakocra?
Right now it's perfect. It targets both the hobgoblins and the warg right now. As Madeline, you move forward, grab your glaive and swing up front. As you swing, the skies open up and the beam of moonlight strikes the creatures below. Anything else, Madeline?
No, that's it.
Next up, we have the hobgoblins as the captain and the devastator up again turn and look toward you and speak. Goblin, Wisha, Litra, Hishnahara. And need to make 2 con saves first. For the 2 hobgoblins, in a second. DC what?
15.
Madeline? So the first one will fail it, the second one will succeed. So one suffers 6, the other one suffers 3 only. As hobgoblins will slowly start moving towards you. This one is first, and this one is the second.
So this one approaches me, so I'm going to polar master.
Make me the attack.
Yep.
That hits. As the hobgoblin moves towards you, you strike at it with a quick shot. And though it is bloodied, it will still make an attempt towards you. Not long ago, but it's the same modifier pretty much. Longsword.
Okay. Yeah, that would hit for sure.
5 points of slashing damage as it attempts towards you. It strikes. And make me a con save for your wound blade. As
Yep.
this one will be taking dodge action. This one will be taking a dash action, move closer. This one also will be taking a dash action towards here, and so we'll do some others. This is dodge with 2 more. Moving around, this one will dash forward. No, not dash. Dodge. As they move, they are quite tactical. The hobgoblins. They should
Which? Okay, so he moved around it. He didn't enter it.
Yeah, they're trying to move around it right now. They are not as down. As
Got him off the Aarakocra. That was the goal.
Yep. And Jordan, your turn.
Damn creature's already active. But anyway, Jekyll grabs his newly minted Great Axe, moves forward and attacks this one. Oh, sorry, bonus action, mark, Hunter's Mark on this one.
Okay.
And then he'll move 20, attack him with the Great Axe. Reckless attack. Well, no, just normal attack, actually.
Okay.
Couldn't you get flanking because Madeline's engaged?
I mean, if you have movement to go over there, yes.
Oh yeah, but I will technically have to go over around there anyway. So okay, I'll go there and get the advantage. Thank you for that reminder.
That hits, and for sure it is going to destroy the hobgoblin with 1 shot. As you will move forward and strike it down with your great axe as you swirl it around. Anything else?
The Hunter's Mark bounces to this one.
You need another bonus action to bounce it.
Do I?
You can bounce it on your next turn, though.
Yes.
So.
On your next step, you can bounce it to the next target.
So basically I can only bounce it after check you make 5 drops 0 points before the spell ends. You can bonus action, okay, to mark a new creature. Okay, no worries. I'll move to closer by and hit this one that's nearby.
Make an attack.
Oh, sorry. Ah, sorry, I forgot. Just ignore the hunter's mark damage. If it hits or not?
Hits.
Just the 15.
15 is still enough as you strike the first goblin, jump forward and strike the second one down as well as you swing the axe around, and that's so.
I pay my keep.
Hearth.
Okay. I probably lock guys with that hobgoblin spellcaster. And then suddenly his line of sight to me is blocked by my fire spirit.
Okay. What is the range of fire spirit, by the way?
90 feet.
Okay then.
And I am, for flavor, I will be soul spelling that. Also because I don't run into counterspell.
Okay, as from the distance, Hearth, you do not move your hands, you just flick at your arcane focus, and from the ground sprouts a creature made entirely out of fire. And it does.
I believe that is all. Just give me a moment to look at the spell one more time. He takes its turn immediately after mine, so.
So right now, pretty much.
Yep. And those will be 2 slam attacks.
How about it? Does it make 2 at the right now?
Move attacks equal to half the spell's level, and it's a 4th level spell slot.
Okay, I thought it was a 3rd level spell, so never mind. So that is 28, a lot of damage straight to the Goblin Devastator as the flame spirit strikes once, then twice, burning and charring the hobgoblin in front of it as the creature quickly will just say a few words, and just a second, it is pretty much next. Anything else happen?
Nope.
Okay, and on its turn, give me just a second to see it. As it looks towards Jorkul and Madeline, but after suffering those 2 strikes, it turns its attention back towards Hearth and Nautilus as well, and Talius, and the Devastator will cast and let's do I mean, I didn't roll initiative for Tenok, I'll just say Tenok is somewhere along those lines as well, as he will cast an ice storm towards all of you over there from the skies. Blast of ice. I mean, I didn't roll initiative for Tenok, I just put him there, so give me just a second to roll initiative for him.
One too far away, so I only got the 11.
I take half damage from it, the cold anyway.
And Talius, Hearth, Valen make the save, a dex save.
I failed dex save and con save. Fire spirit is gone.
Valen does make a save though, so that is 4 plus 9, 13 points of damage.
That's not how much health I have.
As the hobgoblin devastator, after suffering 2 powerful hits, and Charles speaks in goblin, points with a wand towards you, and from the skies strike at all of you. As also the area around that is hard terrain, as Ice Storm says, it is a 20-foot radius with is hard terrain. It's pretty much all the way up to here.
So how much damage do you take if you saved? Is it half the just the
Half. No, both are half.
Oh, okay. That's 9 and then 4.
Let me put a small marker for that. This is pretty much the hard terrain, like now. And next up, after the Hobgoblin Devastator does that, he will move a little bit closer. And Talius, your turn.
So hard terrain is half, but I've mobile, so I'm going to action dash to negate it. So I will go 40 here, and then I might go 80.
Keep in mind, Talius, you have to move somewhat like that, not forward like that. Also,
it's like a
you're
cliff.
not prone, but this is hard terrain. Keep that in
Yeah,
mind.
but when I dash using mobile, difficult terrain doesn't cost me extra movement.
Correct. So then you can move normally at this.
Oh, directly to him?
Yes.
Okay. So,
okay.
I'll go right to
Mobile
here.
feet.
My action. Action Surge. I'll drop that, and I will cast Mirror Image of myself. Because I'm in between the two of them. So, Mirror Image.
As the captain looks towards you and turns its attention back at you. Give me a second, or the Hobgoblin captain will make 2 attacks against you. So first, let's roll for who this attack goes for. D20 for number 1. This is hitting an illusion. So 13 is the AC of your illusions, correct? You have +3 dexterity.
+3, yeah.
Okay, so 1 illusion down. Attack number 2. He does have multi-attack. This is going for you, Talius. So does a 17 hit?
Yeah, I'll burn a shield.
Okay, as the Hobgoblin tries to strike once, cuts an illusion, then looks towards you, and you can see as it uses the Devastator behind you, the ally of it, as a way to force you, getting a martial advantage against, as this would be a powerful hit, if it would have hit. Your shield protects you from harm. As next up is this worm over there that will start rushing towards Jorkul and make an attack against him. You didn't attack recklessly, correct?
No, did not.
There's a 16 hit.
Nope.
The worm jumps towards you, Jorkul, but you are easy to use your weapon and throw it backwards from you. Back to the ground. As it jumps to pounce towards you, you put your weapon, block it, and force it back to the ground. Nautilus, your turn.
Okay. How can I? So I can only move that far, right? Without dashing to here, 15 feet.
This is your movement, yes.
Okay. I'll get to the edge of the ice. Shit. Don't really want to spend too much in case we got some later on, but I'm gonna do a 2nd level guiding bolt at the boy Talius is fighting.
Which one? This one?
This one up here.
He will have cover for that.
Oh, this one?
It's still normal, but he has some extra to its AC.
Oh, okay.
It's not a disadvantage, is what I'm saying, but...
okay. Alright, yeah, I'll still take a shot. 2nd level guiding bolt. Pop. Damn.
That will not hit. As you swing your hammer towards it and hurl a blast of radiance towards the hammer, but easily as he spots it, he'll just move away and the blast will just hit, scrape off the ground next to him. As he scoffs towards you, Talit, and in common tongue says, "Weak your allies are. Now you're dying, elf." Anything else, Nautilus?
Nope.
As next up, the warg up there will. It is bound to move through the moonbeam, so it will make the sail, but it is taking a dash action to rush all the way towards here, jumping on top of those cliffs. So make a con save. It was 6, Madeline, correct? For this turn. Yep. Suffering 6 points of damage as well. I added him on 0 initiative because I didn't get to roll earlier. So Valen will move a little bit closer, and he will. Valen do? Let's do not a Frazable, let's do something else. Can he do something else now?
He can cast Zappo.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna Frazable because it's easier for me as well. So, 2 strikes at the board in front. So, Sonic Blast.
Oh, the duality. The duality of man.
The duality indeed, as Valen tries to not fall. Whoa! Almost got me, and strikes twice with a Sonic Blast against the ward. As he turns, notices Harp ability and uses some charges of his healing light towards you. So, Harp, you regain 6 healing points and 4 temporary. Sorry. As Ternok, up next, will shift to invisible, turn back to go down to the ground and shift to invisibility. As next up, the ward over there will then, hearing the goblin instructions, to make a con save. That is a fail, so 6 points of damage for that as well, as it is going to dash all the way up towards you, Talius. And
okay. That's not good. Here goes my plan.
Wait, Talius, where do you see the captain and the Devastator?
The captain is here. Oh, sorry, turn up again. Captain's over here.
It should be
beside
here.
him next to him. Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can fix that. Can you see the new one now?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, I'm gonna change that, Madeline. It is when I add someone, it goes a bit weird, like that. And do you see the Devastator here at least?
He's here for me. He's to my right.
Again, I don't know why this is happening.
Devastator's right there for me.
Yeah, it is. I don't know what is happening. It's because I put them before you or something like that.
Oh.
Okay.
This one.
So
I do not confuse and I can help everyone. Where do you see the wards?
Yeah, he's here as well.
The warg is right here.
The other two? There are 2 more.
Yeah, one
here
well,
or there.
They're all there, yeah.
And here.
These are correct. And point me to the alive hobgoblins to check if these are correct at least.
1, 2, 3.
Correct. Yeah,
Mm.
everything is correct. Eagles and giant eagles. Let's do giant eagle first.
Yeah.
Okay, and normal eagles?
No, eagles, one here.
Okay, correct. Everything is correct. Sorry about that. I don't know why
These 2 goblins are still here, by the way. So there's one here.
Yeah, they look like they have mirror image on because there's double both.
I cannot see them on my screen, so I cannot remove them right now. I'll check what is that later on, but you can
just remember.
ignore them.
Yeah.
I'll put this flag to creatures that are still important over there, so you don't focus wrong targets. But yeah, Madeline, go ahead.
Because I'm just trying to think. So I think with a 15-foot cone, because I'm thinking of if I were to Burning Hands, I think I would just not hit Jorkel if I could hit all 3 of them. But if I can't, I would just angle it to just hit the. Oh, I can.
Yeah.
All right, that's what she's gonna do. Seeing that they're all kind of gathered up, she's gonna open up her palm and blast out some fire. So let's do that. Let's see where is it.
You move a step. I believe you have to move a little bit back to get this one as well, but you will get this one too. So in any case.
Yeah, I'll do that then. Would I take an AO at all, or?
No, you're not in range of any creatures, so I'm making the dex saves. All of them fail.
Yep, so they all take 15 fire damage.
The hobgoblin has advantage because of dash action, so let me roll
Okay.
save at least. Still fails.
Alright.
That bottom walk is dead as a doornail.
And That 4 is
And nice. And that takes her action, so she'll just start moving this way. Nod to Jorkle, knowing he can handle the rest, and just end her turn right there.
Okay, roll. I mean, there's nobody in the moonbeam right now, so no reason for you to roll anything. As next up are the hobgoblins, who will start moving closer and closer. And one will move here, over there. It has the movement, so it will move right beside you, Jorkle, to flank you.
Makes sense.
Again, they are quite tacticians. These ones.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alarm master time for the first
yes.
one.
Make me the attack.
That's probably a miss.
Yep.
Okay.
This one will dash towards here. So let's do the attacks now, one by one. This is the first one against you, Madeline. It has not advantage because it has not already flanked you. That will not hit. The second one from behind is at advantage, as the goblin will move. Whee! This is going to hurt, Madeline. Wait, do you have the adamant in plate?
No, I do.
No.
Then that is going to hit, because you are also going to suffer double martial advantage as well. So that's 9, 14, 17 points of damage. As the hobgoblin.
Ow.
The first attack, the one from behind though seizes the momentum and strikes a powerful blow at your back. And that is even low roll, as the last hobgoblin will make its attack against Jorkle with advantage. And 19 hits. And also suffers 7 extra points of damage as it seizes the opportunity, given that you are fighting against the ward as well, striking you to the back. And Jorkle, your turn.
As I'm being hit in the back, I turn around and my eyes mark this goblin for death. So I'll do the hunter's mark on this one.
Okay.
And then he will recklessly go into cutting down this goblin.
Alright.
Oh,
12 will not hit.
he swings again.
18 hits.
Oh, come on.
Still enough though to knock down that hobgoblin. As you turn swing wide the very first time, but you swing upwards, striking it to its feet, and as the hobgoblin drops to the ground, you smash its head with your with a stone. And that's Jorkle.
No, that's all.
Harf, your turn.
Okay. Would I have been able to hear what that hobgoblin commander said about us being weak?
I mean, it didn't take its action. You probably hear it taunting Talus, but not much on that, I would assume.
No, I'm just shouting over Talia. You might want to get out there. I've got something planned, and you know how I roll. And I will be holding an action for a spell.
As I assume that this is fireball?
No, not quite.
Okay, as flames shoot out of your hand, keep in mind how you need to keep concentration if any attack damages you over there. As the hobgoblin devastator now looks left, right, and it will spring up a magic missile. Ooh, at second level. So these are 4. So one goes towards Jorkle, one towards Madeline, one towards Harth, and one towards let's do the bird, yeah, sure. Why not? For extra fair. The hobgoblin does not like the bird going attacking it. Wow.
Oh, wow.
These are some
I have
bad rolls.
inspiration if you want to take it.
Yes, please. I'll take that inspiration.
I have a luck blade. Can you take that?
Can we just give him a fun coin? Like, come on, this is
Okay, violence attraction gets me to save.
Did you have an espresso heart? This was your espresso or something, or did I miss something?
Oh no, I asked if anyone had any. I didn't have any. My bad.
Oh, for the love of...
As the hobgoblin devastator sees that you're planning to do something, and again, sorry for in a sense metagaming, but they are quite tacticians. It will spring up its hand, and missiles will go to everyone that is concentrating on a spell of some sort. So Jork will also make me a con save. This is why Jork will Madeline.
I only take like 3 or 2, right?
I'm just curious, could I give him my luck blade or no? Because it's on me.
I believe it says when you fail something.
Yeah, it says something about like if it's on my person. I was just curious.
Yeah. So Jork will also make me a con save.
Jorkle also only takes 2 damage.
Correct, and you also keep your blade. You know, oh no, actually, you're able to actually use Luck Blade. It is only on your person. You don't have to be using your attack roll or anything. I'm gonna check on that later on to confirm, but as it stands right now, Hart, you're able to keep that 17 because Talius is able to use the Luck Blade on that. And Talius, your turn.
Okay, so
there is a disengage action.
You also have mobile.
Disengage. I'm just curious. This is all like rough terrain, right?
No, this is a drop here.
That's a drop.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to Booming Blade this guy.
Mm-hmm.
In front of me. So I'll roll that, please. Hit. Oh, 817?
17 hits.
Perfect, okay. Damage. There we go. Do a regular attack on the spellcaster behind me with my bonus action.
Okay.
Not very
Does
good.
not hit.
And then I will move this way, and I presume I don't need an action to jump off a cliff, but I'm going to jump off the cliff.
And jump. It is, let me, 25 feet, I would say. So that should be 2d6 points of damage, bludgeoning.
Can you make an acrobatics to land?
No.
I'll burn a featherfall. Pick that bad boy up again.
As Talius, fashionable and in style, strikes the captain of the hobgoblins, then attempts to hit the devastator. She will then see ya and takes a step backwards. The ward cannot take an opportunity attack because you forced movement is what is getting you away from that. As you drop down, and right before you land, you use your magic to feather fall in style and drop to the ground. As you get here, and next up is the captain.
That triggers my HoD action.
Correct.
And those two, and I'm lucky for the rogue, him as well. They are engulfed within a wall of fire.
Oh, it was a wall of fire, not a fireball. I thought it was a fireball. Okay. Give me a second to make the deck save. I believe I fail. All of them fail. So
nice.
Org is dead. The other two are both bloodied but still alive. And this is gonna be a little bit interesting, but
it's also a 21. I don't know if Hart said because he rolled a 1 on one of them, so it bumps up to 2.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll deduct 1 extra for both of them. Give me just a second. And this one is bloodied as well. As Hart, you put your hand together and call on a flame ring towards them. Iceland is also handed. Let me add a fiery ring to all that. Something like that, Hearth?
20-foot diameter.
I mean, you can make it shorter if you wish. If you want to make it larger, it's probably something like that. I assume something like that.
Yeah, mostly just wanting to trap both of them in it. Because if they enter the wall, they take fire damage. If they end the turn close to the wall, fire damage.
If they stand over there, do they take damage still?
They rot all link the spell.
Wait, did he move?
Oh wait, he's not going to move because I forgot Boom Blade. Sorry.
Yeah.
He's quite knowledgeable again. So the inside of the area is what you want to be buried in, correct?
Yep.
We can walk in, but they can't walk out, I think.
So 10 feet within, I mean, if you make a 20-foot distance, something like that. Still, yeah, whenever it ends, if it's there and ends inside that, it is going to be bad for either. So the Hobgoblin Captain will speak a few words and say something to the Devastator in Goblin tongue. If anybody understands, he can probably say what they are saying to one another, and I need to make another dex save. And how much damage is it hard this time? Reroll. Oh wait, is it the same damage?
Probably. You can roll again if you want.
Go ahead and reroll if it says the same damage or 5d8 then, different rolls.
Same damage, very nice.
That is 21 again.
Again.
Which means that the Hobgoblin Goblin is in bad spot, but still barely alive, as the ward next to Jorkul will attempt to strike at him with advantage, because I believe you recklessly attacked, correct?
Yep.
And bite you for 12 points of piercing damage, and also make me a strength and con save, Jorkul, because he tries to throw you to the ground, and concentration for your spell. So, however, as the ward bites you onto your arm, you're able to just smack it with your elbow and force it away from you without dropping prone. Nautilus, your turn.
I'm gonna run up to here. I think I can make it there without. Is there any difficult terrain? Stand here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna assume because I didn't have my shield out. I'm gonna reach out a hand and lightly tap Madeline on the back, and I will cast something I haven't cast in a long time. This.
Oh yeah.
So +1 AC and resistance to all damage. I mean, that's nothing much on spells, but everything like bludgeoning, piercing, and is all good.
Okay, as you put your hand behind Madeline and your rings flash at the same time as you say a few words and you're linked. Anything else, Nautilus?
and that's it.
Valen, right up next, will move a little bit closer and let's do a get.
Zappan that wolf.
Let's do Frazapnul that work, I guess. Oh, wait, that's more movement that it can do. He can do. So Frazapnul. Both attacks hit. I do not believe the ward can make. Yup. As the ward with the very first strike even it lays down to the ground. And Madeline, your turn.
Alright. Stick with me. And she's going to just start wailing on this one first.
How about it?
So let's go.
This strikes
For good measure.
Nice.
down. The hobgoblin goes as your blade is buffed in radiant light, and strike at it and quickly throw it to the ground.
And let's hit this one twice.
That hits. That hits.
Hey, big rolls.
And down this one goes as well. As you strike the first one down to the ground, you then with the ram strike to the knee, and as the hobgoblin drops to the ground, you slash it straight to its face and deliver a powerful cut that drops it to the ground. Anything else, Madeline?
It's that ring action. She's gonna move right here. Just keep it off of Nautilus.
The hobgoblin will take its engage action and move backwards away from you. Jorkul, you're up next.
Okay. So this is a ring of fire.
Yes, you cannot see inside that. It is opaque.
Oh well. Well, if I can see nothing, can't go there. But he can go there and then recklessly throw a javelin into the goblin's face twice. So that's what he's going to do. After mocking,
Go ahead.
after mocking the goblin as well, with a bonus action.
You can only hurl one javelin at a time because you only have one free action to throw a javelin.
Okay, but then I'll mark him and then we'll do the javelin. How's that sound? All good?
Of course.
Cool, cool. And he recklessly does it, of course. Because that
1921 hits, yep. Not sure what is this. Yeah, okay.
Sorry about that.
No worries. As Jorkul, you move forward, pick your axe with your one hand, your javelin onto the other, and hurl it. That strikes the hobgoblin to its back as it continues, striving to move away from you. Anything else, Jorkul?
No, that's all, thanks.
Hearth, you're next.
Okay, just flashing right up here and then my turn.
The Devastator that is up next will say a few words, and you will see him exiting as he casts Fly on himself and flies up to 60 feet away, deserting and leaving its captain behind. And Talis, you're up next.
I already have anything. Is the Arcoker beside me still like tied up, or?
It is tied up. As you can see, it turns towards you and speaks first in a language that you do not understand, but quickly shifts. Please, help, human!
I go over and I start undoing the net or cutting through or whatever.
Dude, make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Sleight of hand. Easy peasy.
Okay, you're very quick to take off the hooked net onto it, and you can see there are some scratches on its right wing, but it is not that much harmed. The left wing, however, as you take it out, you can see it is scorched with fire. And the gas Thalius.
Bonus action, I will second wind. That's be done.
And the hobgoblin captain will utter a few words as he's burned down in flames. Whatever he does at the end of his turn, suffering the damage will be quite fatal for him. As the Nautilus, you're up next. You might be muted, Nautilus.
Oh, sorry. How high would he be up for me? The fella in the sky?
I don't know, like 75 feet, something like that.
You know, I really wanted to give some faith to Guiding Bolt that it would not fail me in this situation, but if I were to cast Call Lightning and strike the ground beneath him, would the bolt hit him anyway? Because it just goes straight down. It says it strikes a place on the ground in range, but like the lightning bolt still has to travel through him to get to the ground.
Give me a second.
Not necessarily. Lightning depends on where the origin is. But I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah, I mean, if Nautilus figures it wouldn't work, then he would probably just give a shot with the guiding bolt.
Go guiding bolt, mate.
Yeah, guiding bolt.
Probably. Find out if there is an answer to that, but
it says on the ground, so yeah, no, I'll just stick with the guiding bolt. Guiding bolt at third level.
But you should check on that, and I'm gonna check on that as well for future reference, because we are going to the elemental plane of air. It would be good to know if you can use it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna guiding bolt at third level. Pop. Fuck! Never.
I feel nice about this, and I feel thematic. I'll give you my inspiration for that.
You'll be disappointed. All right.
I pray to Martin Balamut.
Yeah, I told you.
I should have said Balamut first.
But it will not hit. As Valen is up next, he will attempt to do the same thing. Try to freeze up.
That's what it is.
No, you know what? A shining bolt following on your footsteps. You're not getting away! Powerful shining bolt. Let's see. 21 hits.
Wow.
God. This is not enough. This is so low.
Yikes.
Fly is concentration, though, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The only upside to that right now.
Come on, fail that save. Fail that save. That's intelligent.
That's intelligent.
No. I rolled intelligence, but it is wrong. It should be 21 if it was a common. But still survive. As a powerful orb strikes, the creature does yell a few things, but that will be all for it. As Madeline, you're up next.
Okay, this might be a real cool thing, but I'm gonna try it. So we're gonna go up here as close as I can to the wall of fire. I know it doesn't do damage on like one side, so I assume I can get up here. And the idea is let me read the spell again, because I don't think I have to land on the ground.
What's the spell? Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet in the air, and with the guiding bolt, I'm going to throw a javelin with advantage.
Okay.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
Because it's in the 30 feet range.
When you fall, but it's gonna be.
It's half.
Whoa! I have a ring of featherfall.
Oh, yeah, true.
True. So make me first. You're gonna have an inspiration still, because you're gonna probably take damage from the wall of fire when you drop. But in any case, it is thematic. I like as you misstep further and make me the attack roll. That hits.
Come on.
And no matter what the roll, probably.
Yeah.
As how do you wanna do this, Madeline?
She's gonna throw it up his ass.
Take that as you yell and strike at it. As you drop back slowly and with featherfall, make me a dexterity save. I say if you make that dexterity save, you do not have to take damage from the wall of fire.
Yeah, I'm probably just react and drop concentration once I see what he's doing.
Okay.
Your DC is 13, right?
14.
14.
Oh, okay.
As a Madeline, you slowly float back onto the ground as the hobgoblin just crosses next to you. And next up, this hobgoblin will dash further away from you. Start running away. Jorkul, 60 feet from here, pretty much it is.
No, Jorkul's gonna let him go. You know why?
Okay.
Go back to your masters, little one.
Okay. I understand this, and I'm gonna drop initiatives as the creature just gets out of reach. It's not like a plain straight head, so it also has cover and everything. But Jorkul, you're able to track wherever it goes. I'm gonna keep that in mind. As I believe an hour, something like that. And right here, before we give any more explanation or anything with this Arakokra, I believe it is a good place to end the session.
Farewell.
True. Thank you very much.
That's true.